When I was 13 years old, I was in a relationship with my mom's ex-husband. He was 27 years old. I was 13 years old. And yeah, now that I have your attention, trigger warning, there's a lot of sexual assault, sexual assault involved in this, domestic violence, and abuse. All of the abuses. Anyway, it wasn't actually a consensual relationship. He was molesting me for 3 years, and at around year 2, that's when he said that I was his wife and that I cannot tell my mom anything that's going on because I was basically his side chick and she would have been mad at me for cheating, for making him cheat on her with me. I was going to a magnet school in Los Angeles, California, and I don't remember the name of the school because my brain blocks out a lot of things that it just doesn't want to remember. Not sure why that happens, but it does. But I was going there for all of my 8th grade year. So I had to take 2 buses to get to school and I had to take 2 buses to get home, sometimes 3 if the bus would take a long time. He was a very timely person, so he would force me to be on time even though I'm taking public transportation. And if I was late in if I was late by 1 minute, then I would get in trouble, and he would either physically abuse me or sexually assault me as punishment. So this is about one of the worst days of my life, and this is just like the preface for what makes it the worst day of my life. And yeah, and excuse me, I smile when I get uncomfortable, so I'm not like reminiscing or nothing. It's just like I'm a bit uncomfortable, but I would like to get this out. So I was 13 when this happened. I went to school regular like that. Before going to school that day, he was very adamant in me not coming home late. He said, "Do not come home late." And I said, "Okay, I will not come home late. I have no intention of doing that." However, public transportation had the intention of doing that. And now that I think about it, I feel like he knew because there was construction around my school and I just wasn't paying attention to it. All I know is I need to get on this bus at 3:32 and be home by, it was like 4:12. Not 4:12. It was like, whatever. I needed to be home at the fucking time that I need to be home. So anyway, I dashed to the bus stop, waiting 3:32. That's the bus supposed to be there. The bus was not there. The bus didn't get there until around like 3:55. And I'm just terrified. I'm standing there so impatiently. I'm like, should I just run to the next bus stop? Should I, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I didn't know what to do. So I just stood there, of course. Finally got on the bus, and the bus, since that bus was late, I'm on a different bus, not my regular bus, because that bus was late. So now I'm on a later bus for my next one. I get on that bus. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it on me. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I was terrified, and all I could think about is, oh my gosh, I hope he's not standing at the bus stop today, because that's what he would do sometimes. Just stand at the bus stop and pick his wife up from the bus stop because he's just such a good man, right? So the bus is like approaching my stop, and I'm looking out the window, and I'm like, he's not right there. Thank God. I have like at least 2 to 3 minutes to myself so that I can prep for whatever I'm about to walk into the house for. Incorrect. He was right there. He was hiding in between like the alleyway of the bus stop and the like building that was right there. Grabbed me by the back of my neck, and like I didn't know it was him. I thought it was a stranger, and I just look up and it's him, and I was like, oh my God. No peace, no peace. So anyway, he grabbed my neck and it hurt really, really bad. And I'm like looking around at all these people. He was 27 years old at the time, and he was 6'3". I was small. I was very small, like skinny. Like he kept all of us skinny, me and my siblings, my mother. He kept all of us skinny and small and frail so that we would not fight him back. Anyway, I was like super small compared to him. He grabbed back my neck, and then I'm just like, oh my God, this hurts so bad, but I'm not saying anything because I'm not trying to cause a scene, because then that would get me beat up even worse when we got home. And he was like, where have you been? What was you doing? You was with some nigga, huh? You was with some nigga. You was over there cheating on me? Right. I was cheating. Anyway, I was like, no, the bus was late. And I'm like looking around for people to like, cooperate my story, but that was a whole different fucking bus, so they wouldn't even know that the bus was late. They were probably on their regular bus. So I'm like pleading, and I'm like, bro, no, like, no. I didn't say bro, but like, I was like, no, that's not what happened. So we're still waiting for the light to turn green, for us to walk. He takes his hand off the back of my neck, and I'm like, oh, thank God. I thought maybe it'll be worse when we go home. He's not going to do anything in front of people. Incorrect. He smacked me so hard in my mouth, that my tooth went into my bottom lip. I had like a knot in my lip now from that, and it was like just a bunch of blood. And I was like looking around, like I'm like looking, and nobody helped me. Nobody said anything. And then all he said was, you think somebody's going to help you? Look, the light is green. Let's go. So we cross the street. I'm like just bleeding. All these other grown adults, women. I remember it was a Hispanic woman that was right there. And I don't know. I just thought like she would help because she was a woman. I don't know what my thought process was with that. I just thought she was going to help me. And nobody helped me. And that was that. So we were walking to the house. On our walk to the house, he was like saying, he just kept saying over and over again, what were you doing, use with that nigga, use with that little nigga you like. Oh, I forgot to say, before this, he was basically saying, oh, I know like you're young and you probably will like men your age, so no, you will probably like boys your age. I just want to remind you, like, they only want one thing, but you can be honest with me and tell me if you like anyone at your school, and I'll help you talk to them if you want. And this was like a week or so before this incident, and I was being so stupid, so dumb. I really thought he was coming from like a father point of view. I hate to say that, but I thought that's what it was. And so I told him, oh yeah, there's this one boy that I like. I think he's like really cute and he's super nice to me, and I help him in class and he helps me sometimes, and blah blah blah. When I told him, he didn't react in any kind of way, but that was the reaction to me telling him that. So he said, okay, you must have been staying after school with that little boy, huh? You must have been staying after school. Didn't I tell you they only want one thing? And this goes into how this became the worst day of my life. Now it might get a little confusing because, again, like, my brain is blotchy, but from the things that I do remember, this is what happened. And I know it's going to sound absolutely unbelievable, but I just want to say, living with and living under someone who is a narcissist and who can manipulate, and if you guys met this man, you would think I'm lying. But this is my truth. So yeah. Anyway, we finally get into the house, and he's like, go in the room. I'm about to go get the belt. I don't even know why he ever got the belt anyway. He never actually, like, it was very rare that he used the belt. It was either he was going to rape me, or he was going to, like, do something in some sexual way that absolutely demolished me, like, just hurt, like, for no reason. So he went into his room, and I went into my room, and you guys are probably like, where's your mom during all this? She was at work. She was working to pay every single bill in the house, to feed all of us, even though he would like sabotage the food in some kind of way. Anyway, she was not home. She was working. So I'm sitting on the bed. He finally goes in the room. What the fuck are you sitting down for? So I stand up, because what else would I have been doing? You told me to go in the room. I didn't know you wanted me to stand up the whole time. And he did bring the belt, but it didn't make sense for him to bring the belt because he had his paddle in there, and it was like a wooden paddle. And he said, okay, so we're going to go through this. You need to let me know what you were just doing and why it took you that long to get home. I went through the whole bus thing again. I said it was the bus. Wrong answer. Whacked me with the paddle like 7 times. I'm crying. That shit hurt. Duh. So he says again, why was you late? Bus, whack. Why was you late? Bus, whack. Why was you late? Bus, whack. Over and over again. And that went on for about 2 to 3 hours. And like at the third, after the second hour, I was like, damn, I'm just caved. But I was like, no, that's not what happened. I know what happened. That's not what happened. What's the fucking mess? So finally, I was like, I am truthfully tired of getting hit. Because at this point, it was the paddle, him hitting me, punching me, slapping me, throwing me on the floor, telling me to get up. Oh, and I am fully unclothed throughout the entirety of this abuse. So I'm butt naked and he's doing all of these things to me over and over the course of 3 hours. His time is running out. I'm going to do a part 2. Okay, if you watch part 1, then cool. If not, then go watch it. If not, I don't care, whatever. Start where you start. Anyways, so I'm butt naked throughout the entirety of this entire abuse. He has slapped me, punched me, hit me with the belt he did end up using, and the paddle. And I'm like, this is 3 hours going on. I'm crying so much. I've never cried that much in my life to this day, and I'm 27 years old now. I have never cried that much in my life. I'm devastated, I'm broken, I'm sad, and I just want it to be over. So he says again, why were you late getting home? And I said, it's because I wanted to talk to the boy. I wanted to see if he might like me back. And like, it was like a full-blown relief when I said it. And I was like, in my head, I was like, thank God, golly, like, I should have been said that 30 minutes in. But no, I shouldn't have said it, actually, because this is what made everything happen. So he was like, was it that hard? See, it wasn't that hard, right? So you guys had sex, right? And I was so dumbfounded. I was like, wait, no, what? No, that's not what happened. I just wanted to talk to him. And he's like, no, you guys had sex, right? That's what happened. That's what took you so long, because you usually get home at this time, but you got home, 30 minutes late? So what, it was just a quick nut to him, and then you came home. That's what happened, right? And I was like, that's not what happened. I was like, no, I didn't even talk to him. I was late because of the bus, and I couldn't even finish what I was saying. And he whacked the fuck out of me with the paddle. And I was just like, wow, that was crazy. How did that escalate in my head? That's all I was thinking. And then now I have like this feeling in my stomach, like I just want to throw up. All I want to do is throw up. I just want to throw up, and I can't. Oh, and by the way, we were home alone because he made myself and all of my siblings go to different schools so that we wouldn't be able to walk to and from school and talk about him behind his back and come up with any plan to try to escape him. So I went to a magnet school in Mid-City, Los Angeles. My younger sister went to a school in downtown LA. My other brother went to a different school in it was downtown LA, but like the other way, on the other side of Miguel Contreras. And my 2 older brothers, they went to the same school, but Miguel Contreras is so big, it's like several different schools in one. So technically they went to different schools, but yeah. So this is going on. Everyone is not home yet because my school schedule is completely different from theirs because I go to a magnet school. And yeah, so he's sitting there. So y'all had sex. So that's what y'all did. Him and his friend. So this is what happened. You was just talking to him and he said, oh, I got a friend too. So y'all went to the bathroom and y'all had sex. You had sex with both of them. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? Like, what did I do? Oops, didn't know that was going to bring up any feelings. I don't really be talking about this shit. But anyway, so I'm just sitting there like, what did I do? Why did I say that? 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 That's all that's repeating in my head over and over and over again. And I'm like, why did I say that? So now I'm angry. I obviously can't show that I'm angry, but I feel stupid for ever allowing him to like beat me into his idea of what happened. But it was already too late. I said it. So I went back to the whole, it was the bus, because I was late because of the bus. It was public transportation. There was construction. There was a whole bunch of stuff. It's public transportation. Doesn't even matter if there was construction. Anything can happen on public transit. Anyway, so that was a story that he told himself that's what happened. So my siblings are starting to come home one by one. My younger sister gets there first, And everybody just goes to the living room doing their homework one by one by one. Me and him in the room by ourselves still. Mom at work still. This is probably like 4 hours into this whole interrogation shit. And so he decides to like flip it. And he goes, it's okay. I knew this day would come. I knew that this would happen. I knew you were going to want to be with someone your own age, but it's okay. I'll maybe later I'll be able to teach you some things so that you'll be able to really be with someone else. But all you have to do is just admit it. Just admit that the reason you were late today is because you wanted to go be with somebody your age. And I just dead stares like, for I don't even know how long for real. But I was lost for words. I couldn't talk. So for like a whole hour, he's just lecturing me. Just talking. Yipping, yapping, talking, yapping, yipping, yapping, talking. And now it's like, what? Like 5 hours in, I know as like pretty soon my mom is going to be getting off of work, but we did not have a vehicle because he got it repossessed because he's a hater. And it was my mom's car, so he got it towed, and she wasn't able to ever pay to get it out because he was also financially abusing everybody. Anyway, so she had to also take the bus, and she worked really, really far. Like, we lived in South Park, like close to downtown LA, and she worked all the way at like the Grove. So I don't know how many buses she got to take, but it was a lot of buses. So I'm trying to clock the time on I don't remember where. I don't know. I was trying to with the sun. Like I was telling the time with the sun. I just know it was so many hours because like when I went in there it was 4:40 something, and by the time all this was over, it was probably like 11-12 at night. So I'm thinking, you know what? I don't have no more words. I didn't talk no more. So he came up with his own story. And his story was, I was late because I had sex with two boys my age in the bathroom. And they finished quick. And I was able to get home only by being 30 minutes late. That was the story that he came up with in his mind. So he goes, how are we going to tell your mom? How are we going to tell her? You know she's going to be sad. She's going to be devastated. How do you think we're going to break this to her? And I said, I'm not telling her. I'm not telling her that. I shouldn't have said that. So he beat me up again. And my mom finally gets home. And I'm like, she's about to save me. She's about to save me. There's no way that both of them is gonna, And he was physically abusing her as well, financially abusing her, sexually abused her as well. I was just like the main course for him. But whenever I wasn't there, which is at school, or if she was off or whatever, then it'll flip between, right? He was dead ass in a relationship with both of us in his mind, and I was a side chick and she was his main that he absolutely hated and despised, but I was his savior and I made everything easy for him. So she gets home and he goes to her for, obviously I'm not gonna leave the fucking room. He didn't tell me I could leave the room. So he goes to her and he's like, your daughter has something to say. Your daughter has something to tell you, and I don't know how she's gonna tell you, but she'll tell you. And then I just hear my mom just sighing. Like, who wants to be working and then come home to this bullshit, right? So the door finally opens again, probably after 15-20 minutes, and it's both of them. He's sitting on the bed and she's standing up, and she's like, what do you have to say? What happened? What do you have to say? What do you have to say? I'm going to assume that they went to the room together and he told told her the story that he came up with in his mind, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I said, and I guess that just, I was not talking fast enough. I wasn't talking fast enough. And so she, what my ass do? because she went based off of what he said, and she's already upset. She's just like, bro, I got you in this magnet school, and I'm teaching you and telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I had a kid at an early age. I don't want you to do the same thing. That's what was going on in her mind, is what I found out like a year later when we finally actually talked about it and what really happened, right? And dang, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to do a part 3, but I should be finished in part 3. Okay, part 3, and hopefully my last part. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be my last part. Anyway, so she beat me. I mean, she whipped me too. And I was just I just took it. I was like, whatever, bro. You gonna think what you think, what you think, what you think. At this point, I don't care. I care, but what am I to do, right? He got to you first, and there was nothing I could do. So like, when she was done, at one point, he had his back turned towards me. And he was talking to her like, you see, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? What should we do about this? What should we do about her? She went to school by herself. And this is what she does. This is how she thanks us for all the things that we've done. This is how she thanks us. So his back is to me. And when my mom whooped me, it was not like, I was clothed. I had clothes on. I was finally able to put them on. Like, I knew he probably thought, oh, she's going to be home soon. That's going to be weird if she has her clothes off. So I was able to put my clothes on. But anyway, so his back is to me. And I'm just looking at my mom and I'm going, that's not true. Like over and over again. And then like she kind of looked at me. And then I guess he saw her facial expression and he like turned around. And he was like, what should we do? What should we do? To me. And then he looked at her. What should we do, babe? And I'm like, this is not happening. Like, I just thought I was in a really bad dream. And I was like, at some point, I'm going to wake up. Like, I'm like, okay, while I'm getting hit, I'm going to wake up. No, that shit was real, unfortunately. And yeah, it was real. So she was like, you know, I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, and she's still mad. Like, all she sees is like me saying that behind his back, and she's like, what? So she goes, let me talk to her by myself. Let me just talk to her by myself. I'm her mom, and I want to know like what was going through her head. So he goes, okay, you guys just call me in here when you need me again. So he finally leaves out, and I'm like trying to talk as quiet as I can. If you know me, you know I can whisper really well, and that's because of the times that I had to talk really, really quiet so that he wouldn't hear. Anyway, so he finally leaves out, and she's like, what are you talking about? What? I can't read your lips that good. So I'm like, I'm whispering at this time, and I'm like, that's not what happened. I was late home today because of the bus, and there was construction there was construction by my school. And she was like, that makes no sense. You was late an hour and a half. So what was you doing in an hour? What were you doing in that time for an hour and a half? I know the bus did not make you late. That did not make you that late. And I was like, that's not true. I was 30 minutes late, and I don't even think it was a full 30 minutes. And I was not as articulate as I am now, so I wasn't saying it like that. But I was saying like I was explaining what actually happened, and I'm like, that's not what happened, bro. So as I'm telling her, I can see like her eyes kind of like gloss over, and her face just fell. And I like seeing her reaction, her outward reaction, I start feeling bad because I'm like all of that was going on for hours, and I don't know how to explain this, but it started feeling like the truth was a lie. And I felt so bad, and I start to feel like, am I lying to her? But like there was a part of my brain, I don't know, the part that protects me, thank you, girly, like she was not going for it. She was like, no, that's the fucking truth. In my brain was like, that's the fucking truth, so keep telling the truth. So I'm telling her, I'm saying it over and over again, and she was like, okay, I believe you. And then she like, I see like she wants to cry, but she doesn't, because he's gonna have to come in here, and if he sees her crying, then that's gonna be her ass, Mr. Postman. So she was like, okay, I believe you. And like all I could do, I was relieved, but I didn't know what else was about to happen. So she was like, well, you already beat up. I don't really know what else you could do. So I just tell him to come in here, and I'll tell him that we had a talk and that you're gonna do better. So called him in there. That's what we was gonna do. And he goes, well, I'm glad you guys were able to talk. Well, we could just go to the school tomorrow, and I'll go talk to the teachers and just make sure that they know that she has to, be watched and all this, and trying to play the fucking super dad, whatever. All I knew is I was ready to go to sleep. I was ready to go to sleep. I was tired. I was exhausted, body, mind, all that. I was tired. So as tired as I was, I don't even think I slept that night, because all I know is that he was going up to my school the next day to lie. So fast forward, we get to the school. I'm gonna try to make this a long story short, this part. Basically, he went up there, he told them that I was raped by those two boys that he made up in his head. Well, the one boy was real, and then he made up a second boy, but because that one boy was like so low-key popular, they was like, oh, it must be his what is it? His best friend, whatever. So he told him, yep, that's his name. Said both of their names, and said that they raped me in the bathroom. And I was like, what? Like, and I did not know what to say. I did not know what to do. All of it was just absurd. All of it, each and every last part of that was absurd. And I was just sitting there like, this is not happening. And you would think, oh, my daughter got raped at a school, so let me check her out. Wrong. He did not check me out. He allowed me, and he kept me in that school for 2 more months, I believe. And the whole thing spread around the school. Everybody hated me. My teeth were really messed up, so everybody was talking about my teeth, talking about me, calling me dirty, calling me a liar. One of the boys absolutely hated me, rightfully so, because all you know is this is the girl that lied on you. Even though that's not what happened, he lied. He went up there and he lied, and he dismantled everything for me at that school. I had a lot going on for me. I was able to transfer to that school because I was gifted and smart. I just wanted to get out of that house, so I was trying everything in my power to be smart to get scholarships and stuff. And he ruined everything for me at that school. Again, he kept me at that school. Everybody hated me. One of the boys super hated me. One of the other boys was just like, it's cool, because I did eventually was able to finally get close to them and apologize to them and try to explain to them. And while I'm explaining to them, I'm like, oh, this sounds crazy. This sounds all made up. And the boy that I really like, everyone knew that I liked him before any of this went on. So to them, they thought that I just basically made it all up so that he could like me, or I don't know. We were little kids. I don't know what their brain process was. The boy's friend really wanted to fight me, and as weak as I was, getting beat by that grown-ass man, I was like, that's going to be the only person whooping my ass. So I didn't want to fight her, because I didn't want to fight her, but I would have fought her. I don't remember us ever fighting, but I know that everyone hated me. It was very uncomfortable for me to be at that school. A lot of the teachers were like, just stay. Well, not a lot. It was like one teacher that was very nice to me after all of that came out, very patient with me, and he allowed me to stay in his classroom at times and all that. But all of the other teachers kind of clicked up, and even the teachers didn't like me. And it could have also been a projection. It probably wasn't even the whole school hated me type, but it was a lot of people that hated me at once. Yeah, everybody hated me all at once. My mom did not know any of this was going on, school wise, until the 2 months, when it hit 2 months, when I finally was just breaking down at home. I was crying all the time. And as soon as she found out, she was like, what? And she checked me out of the school. She didn't force me to go back there. And I was able to go to finish school at the same school as my younger sister. And I was able to culminate 8th grade from there. And she was finally away from him by the time I culminated. And yeah, that is a story time about being in a relationship with my mom's ex-husband at the same time as her. And he treated me as a side chick. If you want to know more, let me know. And I'll share.
Is every female in Atlanta weird? Or story time about another odd, weird interaction that I had with a female in Atlanta. And let me just say, when I get on here and tell y'all these story times, it's not to be messy. It's not for clout. It's not for clicks and views. I'm genuinely telling y'all experiences that happen to me, because for one, I like to hear other people's perspectives on things, and then two, I be trying to figure out, is this stuff just happening to me or is it happening to y'all too? So this particular female, I met her in an entrepreneurship group. She was heavily involved into real estate, and at the time I was like just getting started with Airbnb, and so I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I can make a connection with her, possibly regarding business and then a friendship as well. So in the group, it seemed like we kind of clicked and hit it off. We exchanged information. We chatted a little bit on the phone, and then we decided to go out and have dinner. So we end up meeting for dinner at Devon in Midtown. And so everything's cool. We're just chatting, kind of getting to know each other, and we get on the topic of dating. So she asked me, like, am I dating? And at this time, I was new to Atlanta, so I'm like, no, I'm not dating. People are too freaked out in Atlanta for real to be dating. And so I asked if she's dating, and she tells me, yeah, I'm dating this millionaire tech guy. And she's like, yeah, people are super freaked out in Atlanta. So I'm like, oh, okay, you dating a millionaire tech guy. That's cool. So we start talking a little bit more just about how people are freaked out in Atlanta, right? And she like, yeah, me and my boyfriend, we used to dabble into, some freaky things. We used to have, but she's like, we don't do that anymore. We don't really get into that type of stuff. And so when she said that, I was just like side-eyeing her a little, because at the end of the day, what you do in your bedroom really don't concern me, as long as you know I'm not going. The thing about making friends in Atlanta is you don't know if somebody really want to be your friend, or if they want to be your friend because they feel like they can come up off you, or if they want to get you in a bedroom, or you just don't know. So we wrap up dinner. I probably chit chat with her lightly a few times after dinner, and then I get this text message. I can't remember if she texted or called me, but basically she was like, hey, do you want to go to St. Lucia for my birthday? She's like, yeah, my boyfriend, remember I told y'all she had this millionaire boyfriend, right? She like, yeah, my boyfriend, he's gonna pay for us to go to St. Lucia. So I'm like, oh, bet. She's like, yeah, send me your information. I'm gonna book the tickets. Now I'm looking at the tickets as soon as she say, do I want to go to St. Lucia? Tickets $3,000, y'all. So I send her over my information, and within 30 minutes, like the next 30 minutes to an hour, the tickets was booked. So at this point, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I get to go to St. Lucia on somebody else's dime. Like, so a few days later, she hit me up again, and she's like, yeah, my boyfriend, he's actually going to come with us now on the trip. And not only is he going to come, but he's inviting another one of his friends, that's a female, and then one of his male friends potentially is coming. So now this trip has gone from a two-person girls trip to an entire group trip, right? And she's like, yeah, we're going to just get a villa. You'll have your own bedroom. Everybody's going to have their own bedroom, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So already my antennas is perking up, because for one, I'm already going out the country with somebody that I don't even know that well. But now more people have been added into the mix. So here's where things get interesting, guys. So even though she told me that more people are now coming on a trip, I still want to go. But if I'm going out the country with somebody, I need to know everybody information, address, birthdays, okay, phone number, everything. I want to know who I'm going out the country with, right? So I asked her, I say, hey, what's your boyfriend's name, so I can do a quick Google search and make sure that he's not a freaking serial unaliver. Like, he's this millionaire tech guy. I should be able to Google him. This girl gonna say to me, what do you want my boyfriend's information from? Like, this is abnormal. Like, you want to look him up? You want to research my boyfriend? That's very weird. Like, I understand you want to be safe, but what do you need his information for? Are you okay? I literally told her, I was like, I wasn't trying to offend you by asking what your boyfriend's name was, but if I'm going out the country with somebody, I want to know the names of everybody, right? Hello, like, so she proceeds to give me the name and the Instagram of the other female that's going. I never got the information about the other male friend that was supposed to be going. Why this girl tell me, y'all, why she say, let me ask my boyfriend and see if it's okay for me to give out his information? What are you talking about? What do you mean you have to ask your boyfriend that I'm about to go out of the country with and spend a few days with in a villa? You have to ask him if it's okay for you to give me his name? What is going on here? That was not the freaking response that I was wanting to get from her. Like, hello? So that definitely had me on the defense, right? So she ends up giving me the name of her boyfriend, right? So I look him up. He is Googleable. And I don't find nothing that's like crazy on him, right? But at this point, my discernment is on level 1,000. Like, you done already told me and hinted at the fact that you and your boyfriend used to get into some freaky deaky stuff here in Atlanta, and now you being weird about me even having his information. Something ain't right. Okay, go to part 2, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this story up because I don't want to make it too long. Okay, part 2. So, Girly is acting very, very weird about giving me her boyfriend information. She's not giving me that many details about the trip. She just basically want me to show up, right? I'm feeling a little bit anxious. I'm feeling like I'm uneasy about if I'm going to go on a trip or not. But at the same time, they've already spent thousands of dollars on this ticket. They rented out this villa. The villa was thousands of dollars a night. So I'm like, for me to, that little sense of like, I don't want to pull out of this trip at the last minute. So I take everything back to God. I'm like, God, if you don't want me to go on this trip, let me know. Send a sign. You know what I'm saying? Let me know something. How about one of my family members, one of my close family members gets in a car accident like 2-3 days before the trip? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going on a trip. I'm going back home to check on my family. So I end up explaining to her like, yeah, I'm basically having a family emergency. I'm not going to be able to go on a trip. What is going on? So she like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. We're not worried about the ticket. No problem. I hope everybody gets well. Something really did happen with my family. I was not making that up, but that was the sign that I felt like I needed to just hang back and not go on a trip. Why, after she sent me the text message like, yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it, we'll cancel your ticket, I hope everybody's good, why do I find out that she has me blocked on every single platform? Never spoke to me again, blocked me on everything, hates my guts. And my whole thing is like, if we was developing a friendship and I could not go on a trip, why do you now not want to be my friend? That's why I feel like, okay, it was some funny business going on. Y'all wanted to get me over there and thought we was about to have a little party going on, okay? Because why would you stop talking to me if we was developing what I felt like was the beginning of what could have been a friendship, and you're that upset that I decided to not go on a trip that you had other people going on at this point? And then it's like, why is a bunch of females going on a trip with your boyfriend? Like, I don't know. I just thought the whole thing was weird. So basically, the girl and the other girl that I told y'all that was her boyfriend's friends, they ended up going on a trip. After she got back from the trip, she blocked me on everything. Am I tripping? Or was that weird? Like, was there definitely some other motive behind why she invited me on a trip? I feel like it was some funny business going on. And it's just so freaking hard to make genuine, real friends in Atlanta that don't have no weird stuff going on.
When I was 13, I got kidnapped by a man that I met on Snapchat. Some of you guys might actually remember because our local news station covered the story after they found me, but I was the Florida girl that got kidnapped. My parents didn't know that I had Snapchat at first. I don't really think they understood what social media was that much either, not besides Facebook. They didn't really understand what Snapchat was. I only downloaded it because all of my friends had it and we'd send snaps back and forth. When I turned 13, I threw a slumber party and all of my friends came over and we all had our little phones and we all added a bunch of boys from Snapchat. We just wanted to have fun and talk to boys. We did not not think that it was dangerous at all to add random strangers. Well, one of the guys I added played a lot of sports. He seemed really cool. He skateboarded, he played the guitar. I thought he was the coolest thing in the whole entire world, and I was like, this is gonna be my boyfriend. So as you do when you're 13, we started dating like the next day. Mind you, I had never seen his face before. Like, we would only snap pictures, and his were always just like his pants or something dark and then the words across the screen. But I didn't really think anything of it because this was back when Snapchat had the little ghost where you had different pictures of your face. So there was a picture of a boy, so I thought, oh, that's him, I know what he looks like. So we're snapping back and forth. I asked him what school he went to, and he said a school nearby where mine was at. I thought it was a crazy coincidence, but looking back, I had my location on, so literally anyone I added could see where I lived. I think we were snapping for about a week when he started mentioning hanging out. And obviously I wanted to, but I wasn't really allowed to date when I was 13, so I couldn't tell my parents that I was hanging out with a boy. But I told my mom that me and my friends were planning on going to the mall, and she could drop me off like she normally does and come pick me up a few hours later while she runs her errands, and I would just be hanging out with my friends like normal. Week of the hangout comes around and he snaps me midweek, oh, he broke his leg. So I thought we were gonna have to cancel our hangout, and he was like, no, but instead of walking around the mall, what if my dad picks you up and we drive around? I was a little nervous at this idea because obviously I wasn't supposed to be meeting up with a boy and I wasn't supposed to be leaving the mall, but I agreed because I wanted to hang out with my boyfriend. So Saturday comes around, I get to the mall, I snap him that I'm at the mall and I'm waiting for him. He snaps back and says he's in the car, his dad will walk up and come find me and bring me to the car. In my mind, it made sense because his leg was hurting probably, so he didn't want to walk out. And so I go outside and there's a man there and he's smiling and he's like, hey, are you here to see my son? He's in the car, let's go. So I follow him to the car, but when we get to the car, there's no one else in the car. So I kind of look at him suspicious and I'm like, where is my boyfriend at? And the dad goes, oh, he's inside the bathroom. He went inside real fast, but if you want to wait in the car, like he'll be out in a little bit. So I was a little nervous, but like I didn't really think too much of it. So I get in the car like an idiot and I'm sitting there and his dad starts asking me questions and asking me about kind of personal things that I had only shared with my boyfriend. And so I kind of asked him like, oh, how did you know that? And he's like, my son told me about you, so I was just curious how you've been doing and stuff. So we were sitting there for a little bit, and I think I had mentioned him taking so long in the bathroom, like what was taking so long. And his dad was like, oh, you know, with his leg, he takes a bit longer in the bathroom now. Do you want to go drive, get McDonald's, come back, and we can pick him up after we get our McDonald's? And like, I was stupid enough to get in the car, but I really didn't feel like driving around with some random man that I had just met and I hadn't even seen my boyfriend. I was like a little nervous about that and some red flags were going off. So I said, yes, let's get McDonald's, but I really have to go to the bathroom first. So can I run inside, go to the bathroom, and then we can go get McDonald's? And he was like, yeah, just go in the bathroom. How about I just walk you in to make sure you get there okay? So we walk to the bathroom and we park next to the JCPenney's. The bathrooms next to JCPenney's are way smaller than the main bathrooms. And so there were only like 3 stalls in those bathrooms. And the way it is down the hallway, there's a door to enter the little hallway, and then there's the 2 doors for the girls' bathroom and the guys' bathroom. And then on the inside of the girls' bathroom, it connects to where the salon is in the JCPenney's. So you can walk in the girls' bathroom and then you can walk to the salon. So I go in the bathroom, I use the restroom, and by the time I'm done, I'm realizing like I don't want to do this anymore. I'm good. I'm kind of sketched out. Like, this is weird. I'm just done. So I call my mom. I call my mom 2 times and neither time she answers. And by this point, it was taking a while and I hear him knocking on the door. And he's like, hey, are you in there? Are you okay? Do you need help? Are you good? You're taking a while. He's like, my son just went back to the car, so whenever you're done, we can go to the car and go get McDonald's. And his voice was getting kind of nervous. It just didn't seem calm or normal. Like, who checks on someone when you're in the bathroom? That's freaking weird. So I called the cops. I couldn't get a hold of my mom. I called the cops, and my mom's always taught me it's better to be safe than sorry. So I ended up calling them, and I don't know if he heard me or if I just took too long, but he goes inside the girls' bathroom and starts banging on the stall in order to see what I'm doing, and I'm obviously on the phone, and he's like, there's no need to talk to anyone, you can come out, we're in the car, obviously losing his mind. And at this point, I kind of know I'm in danger, and I'm on the phone with the cops, and like, they can hear what's going on, and they're like, we're sending someone, are you safe, just stay where you're at. I'm like, I'm in the bathroom. They're like, keep the door closed, keep it locked. I'm trying to get my information, trying to get descriptions of what he looks like. I thought it was stupid. I was like, just come find me, like, why do you need to know all this stuff? But I'm like trying my best with my shaky voice to tell them what's going on with this grown man yelling at me. And if you've been to a mall, you know their bathrooms are not the strongest thing in the world. While he was banging on the door, he broke the part where the door locks. And he opens the bathroom and like grabs my arm and is like, come on, we need to go, we need to go. I start screaming at the top of my lungs while this man is dragging me out. He made it back into the little hallway when like one of the salonists runs into the bathroom and is trying to check and make sure like someone's okay because there's someone screaming in the bathroom. And he's like, this is okay, it's just my daughter. She doesn't want to get in the car and we need to leave. And I'm like, he is not my dad. He is not my dad. I'm like screaming, help, help, help. And this lady doesn't know what to do and she's screaming, you need to let her go. Someone call the cops. He's trying to hurry up and leave while grabbing my arm. And we get out into like the little main entranceway. And because we're no longer in the bathrooms, there are other people around. There were two dads that ran up because this isn't normal. There's a little girl screaming. There's a guy grabbing them. They run up. As they run up, the guy lets go of me and takes off running. The salon lady runs over to me to make sure I'm okay. But the two dads run over to him to grab him and they hold him down until the cops get there. So the police arrest him. They ask me to get in contact with my mom. My mom finally answers. They ask her to come down to the mall. They start asking me a bunch of questions to figure out what happened. I told them what was going on and we found out that this was the man I was talking to, not a little boy. My mom was glad I was safe, but obviously she was so mad at me. She took away my phone and gave me a flip phone until I was 17 years old. And I think the creepy dude got like 15 years in jail, so he's still in there for a little bit longer.
Time of how I brung a bitch that was in a secret competition with me to fucking Miami and didn't know the bitch didn't like me. So boom, we're gonna call this girl Rebecca. So me and Rebecca meet in college and she was cool, like same sign or whatever, like she was cool. I'm like, she had a job, I had a job, like we had a lot of similarities. And I'm like, oh, you a friend I can go shopping with because you work and go to school. Like, yes, that's T. Mind you, me and Rebecca was cool for a minute, like chopping it up, talking on the phone, like telling her like, oh, I think he's cute. I like this dude. She telling me the same thing. All the dudes that she got on her roster. Rebecca wasn't all that. Rebecca had body. And we just gonna spade a spade. Like, okay, it was giving like a face that a couple of niggas could love, but it's just not. It's not all that. But it's okay. It's boom, my birthday come around. I'm like, oh, Rebecca, you know, you want to go to Miami with you, woo. Rebecca like, yeah, let's go to Miami. I'm like, okay, like it's my birthday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I told my partner. So the trip consisted of 4 bitches. Me, my partner, Rebecca, and some other girl. But the other girl ended up having her own issues and she ended up not going. So it was a 3 musketeers. I'm fine with that. I'm not a hater, y'all. Like, so I said I'm finna get my makeup done by a celebrity makeup artist because we're in Miami. The fuck? We're in Miami, turn up a motherfucking notch. Do you want to do it? Rebecca said no. Remember this. I said, Rebecca, you sure you don't want to get your makeup done by like the, you know, makeup artist will do what? Rebecca said I can do my own makeup. Okay, clock it. I can't do makeup. So I'm gonna get my shit done. So me and Bree came up with a whole fucking itinerary like clockwork. Another club, outfit change type shit. So boom, Bree get the rental and we go straight to the hotel, shower up, whatever. Rebecca didn't want to shower for whatever reason. Okay, girl, I'm not going to babysit you. I'm going to get in the shower so I get my makeup done. So we get to the makeup place. Boom, I'm in there for an hour. I'm getting my makeup done. Girl eats me down. Girl, the makeup was so fucking fire. I'm going to see if I can pull pictures up. Because I'm going to show you how fire that shit was for real. So Bree come back to pick me up. So Bree like, oh, friend, like, you cute, like, really hyping me up. Like, it's my motherfucking birthday. Like, big 23. You feel me for me? Here goes Rebecca. I mean, it's not like, it's okay. I'm like self-conscious. I'm like, damn, like, does it look bad? Because like, I really don't wear makeup. And Bree don't wear makeup neither. So it's like, okay, like she do a little eyebrow, but we really some natural face bitches. So I'm like, I'm taking what Rebecca is saying because I'm like, damn, like, you know, Rebecca really wear makeup. So I'm like, does it look bad for real, for real? Rebecca's like, yeah, like, I'm not really feeling that for like she did too much. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The moment Rebecca said she didn't like the fucking makeup, bitch, that was strike one. But I was delusional, thinking the bitch was my friend. That was strike one, but come back for part 2 of how I found out this bitch was weird as fuck on a fucking birthday trip to Miami with me. Part 2 of my birthday trip to Miami with a bitch that didn't even fucking like me that I thought was my friend. Back to the Airbnb. Boom. Swap. Change our clothes or whatever. Rebecca taking her sweet time. Oh, I got to shower. I got to do this. I got to do that. Running around like a fucking head with chicken cut off. I'm like, girl, we got to go. We got a reservation at the Burton G. Like, babe, let's not miss the reservation on my birthday. She's taking her time. Taking her fucking time. Bitch, why didn't you get in the shower when we fucking landed in Miami? I'm getting irritated because it's like you knew a whole 2 months what the fuck we was doing in the time of it before we even got into this motherfucking state. So now you kind of going against the plan. You kind of like starting to piss me off. Mind you, it's my actual birthday. My birthday wasn't the day before. It wasn't the day after. Like, the actual day was my motherfucking birthday, bitch. So why I'm sitting here getting irritated because I'm like, damn, I don't want to miss my birthday dinner on my fucking birthday. I'm like, whatever, like, I'm just so happy to be there. I'm like, you know what, it's okay, like, it's not that far. We're not gonna, like, it's not that far. It's not gonna take that long to get there. Okay, so, Bree like, oh, let's just take some pictures of you for your birthday. I'm like, cool, cool. Mind y'all, I'm getting slightly irritated because I feel like if it's your birthday, like, bitch, I shouldn't be waiting on you. Period. Like, you should be waiting on me. Like, so if I'm ready, you should be fucking ready. But, I'm gonna let you, we in Miami turned up a motherfucking notch, so I'm gonna let you do what you need to do because I want you to step. Okay? Becca finally gets dressed, comes downstairs. Her outfit was cute. Why this girl come downstairs and gonna say, I didn't know we all look like a bunch of bad bitches? Bitch, what? So immediately I'm like, this bitch just say that? Like, hold on, bitch. Not only I'm waiting for your goofy ass to come down these motherfucking steps, before you to come down here and say some backhanded ass shit like that, I just really have to look at the camera like, who is she talking to? So now it's like awkward ass silent. And Bree's over there like, oh girl, like you funny. And I'm just sitting there like, no, that bitch meant that. Like, what you trying to say, bitch? So like me and Bree not even paying her no mind. Because at this point it's like, where did that come from? Who the fuck knows? Like, sis looked cute. So it's like, I don't understand why you gonna say like we all not supposed, like, were we not supposed to be cute? Like, I just didn't get the point of that statement for real. But come back for part 3 of how I found out this bitch was not my motherfucking friend on my Miami birthday trip. Day 2 was yacht day. So we all pitched in to be on a yacht in Miami. Like, how you gonna be in Miami and not be on the water for real? So we wake up, we got mimosas. Energy is great, y'all. So I'm like, okay, she probably had a rough start yesterday for real. Because day 2, like, the energy, it was giving in the morning. Boom. It's time for us to go to the fucking yacht, y'all. Eat breakfast, whatever, we all getting ready. I had my little swimsuit on, whatever, thought I was fine shit. Bree got her shit on once again. Fine shit. What are we doing? We're waiting for Rebecca. Again. Like, I'm not understanding, like, her sense of fucking time on this fucking trip for real. Like, why is it taking you so fucking long? I'm like, Rebecca, like, we gotta go. Like, no shade. Like, you need to hurry up. Because, like, we have a reservation. And if we don't make the reservation, they're just going to take our money. Because they literally said on the fucking reservation that you cannot be fucking late. So Rebecca like, oh, you're rushing me. Da-da-da-da, whoop-whoop-whoop. Girl, put them fucking eyebrows on and come on. Now we in the Uber. We all got an attitude. I got an attitude. Bree got an attitude. She got an attitude. I got an attitude because we're late. Bree got an attitude because we're late. And Rebecca got an attitude because she's rushed. Boom. We make it to the fucking dock. The dude was great. I was like, hey, it's my birthday. He was like, we're going to give you extra time. You're my last tour. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You're good. So shout out to them because, like, they could have been like, no, you're not getting on this shit. Like, you're fucking 30 minutes late, bitch. We go on the yacht. We set up or whatever. So now we sit on top of the boat. I'm like, come on, Rebecca. Like, come up here with us. Because she in the back pouting. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She talking about something. Oh, I don't really feel good. My stomach hurt. Okay. I'm a girl. I get it. So me and Bree lit, like, we like, okay, like, the energy's now back up. So if you ever get on the yacht in Miami, they take you to this, like, sand dome thing where it's like, it's in the water, but it's like the sand is high so you can stand in the ocean. It's a lot going on. So me and Bree jump in the water. I'm gonna add pictures of this shit. I'm like, Rebecca, get in the water. She's like, oh, I don't want to get in the water. I don't feel good. Okay, cool. So me and Bree in the water. So me and Bree, music blasting. We lit in the water. Mind you, I can't fucking swim. So I'm like, oh, Rebecca, can you get a picture of us? Talk about, no, I don't feel good. Okay, so the captain was like, I'll take a picture of you guys. Okay. Me and Bree sit on the fucking floaty, whatever, like listening to music in our own fucking world. When I tell you, we turned back, Rebecca on Instagram Live twerking. I thought you ain't feel good. Part 4 to my birthday trip to Miami with a bitch that didn't even like me and I didn't even know. So, like, oh, girl was just, like, really trying to be in her own bubble. Like, the vibes was given, like, you're on a trip, but, like, by yourself. When it's like, no, Bookie, you're on my birthday trip. Like, no shade, no tea. Sidebar. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, I don't care how close our birthdays is. If we're not celebrating our birthday literally together, it's not our trip. No shade. Like, I will accommodate what you got going on, but at the end of the day, this is my trip. It's about me. Now, mind you, with that being said, I feel like since our birthday was so close together, I felt like the only day that I should be hoopline about is the actual day of my birth, which is April 22nd, which was the day that we went to Burton G. Any day outside of that, I was like, it's our birthday, because it's like, damn, like, your birthday's in the same weekend. We are in Miami, turning up a motherfucking notch. Okay, boom. So then after the yacht, the plan was to go to the sugar factory. So we had to go back to the Airbnb and get ready, get freshened up. Mind y'all, it takes me about an hour and 30 minutes to get ready. So I planned in the itinerary 2 hours for her to get ready, because I am mindful that she wears makeup. So if it takes me an hour and 30 minutes, if it takes me an hour to get ready with me doing my hair, I accommodate an additional hour, because I don't know how long it takes for motherfuckers' makeup to get done. So mind you, there's 2 bathrooms in the Airbnb. Hey y'all, we done arrived. This is my bathroom. It's giving. It's giving. We got washer and dryer.
It's the bed I'm gonna sleep on. And
It
the
is.
wall,
This is the bed.
in the door.
It's my TV. Y'all know. Hey. Don't mind Bree. It's the kitchen. Bree setting up. Another TV.
Bitches.
Dining room.
Look.
Huh?
It's broke.
They can't tell. Another balcony. This is like nice. Where the girls are staying. Another balcony. Me. Bathrooms for the girls. All right. Went to these decorations. We're gonna go at. Period. So for all y'all that thought I was capping, no cap. So I want to show y'all the setup, because, you know, I don't want y'all to think that we was stuck in there like sardines. Like, it was a lot of space for the 3 of us. So, like, yeah. But, like, I genuinely felt like I didn't feel a need for it to be like it's our birthday trip, because when it came to the deposits to get shit moving, your money wasn't put up. Like, how it went was I put down the deposit to get everything going, and then the additional payment we split 3 ways. So I paid twice. Period. It was a 2-bedroom, upstairs, downstairs. I took the downstairs room with the hallway bathroom, because upstairs it had 2 beds. And I was like, you know, and it had a bigger bathroom. So I was like, oh, well, since y'all finna both be sharing bathrooms or whatever the case may be, y'all could just be upstairs and I'll just take the downstairs bathroom. But we all can share bathrooms. So basically, my partner Bree, she take one for the team. Like, she's like, it's your birthday, it's your trip. Like, I'll be the last to do everything. Like, I'd rather not do my makeup. I would do something simple just to make sure that, you know, we get out of here on time. So I got in the shower downstairs first. Boom, freshen up, cool. I'm out of there. I'm crazy. You, me and Brielle are sharing bathrooms downstairs. It should not take you extra ass time to get fucking ready when you're upstairs in the bathroom by yourself. Like, I get it if somebody was in your way. Like, you had the bathroom to yourself, and you were still taking hella fucking long. Like, I just wasn't understanding that. So, once again, like, we're ready. Like, okay, the plan was to go to Sugar Factory, get some drinks, go bowling, shit like that. Once again, we're waiting for Rebecca. Like, at this point, I'm like, okay, like, you starting to, like, really kind of, like, piss me off. And it's like, she getting an attitude because I keep being like, I'm not understanding what's taking you so long. Like, that's the conversation. Like, the conversation of the fucking trip is, what is taking you so fucking long? Like, I get it if the bitch was putting rhinestones and shit. Like, it was a regular face of makeup. A basic ass fucking look at that. Like, I get it if she was really in there, like, going real drag with it, but it was like, it was basic ass fucking makeup. So I was just understand, like, do you not know what the fuck you're doing? Like, I don't know. Like, what are you doing in that bathroom? So Bree, like, at this point, like, we not gonna have enough time to get an Uber. We might as well just take the fucking truck. I'm like, the Durango? Yes, the Durango. Mind y'all, like, what y'all like? 3 girls, yes, like, we are some cheap hoes. Like, we were young cheap hoes, okay? Like, We're one of those people where it's like, if the rental car for the Durango is about $200, I'm in there. We roaming. I don't give a fuck. We're in there. Like, well, it's best for us to just take the Durango or the truck, whatever the fuck that car is. So I know I'm gonna get there on time versus like us having to wait for Uber getting stuck in traffic. Like, I don't want us to be ready for this reservation. So we like, oh my God, now we on South Beach with this big ass fucking vehicle. We gotta find parking all because you not on time. Like, I'm just not understanding. So I'm like, you know what? Like, maybe it's the hunger. Maybe I'm hungry. Boom. We made it to Sugar Factory. Late. Mind y'all, this was the peak of COVID, for real. So it was like, not only we having to worry about Miami-Dade County fucking curfew, we gotta worry about these people with these reservations being sticklers because the places and restaurants are closing at a certain time because it's fucking COVID. So it's just like, it was just a lot going on during that time in the world. Y'all liking my story time, so make sure y'all like, repost, and follow me, and come back for part 5. Part 5, how I found out that this bitch didn't like me but was on a birthday trip with me in Miami. Okay, boom. So we still on day 2, y'all. Like, this how much shit was going on and how much shit we had planned for real. So, remember when I said she wasn't feeling good, right? And, like, her stomach wasn't feeling great. What ended up happening is my best friend is a gardener. Okay, so my best friend brung a gardening tool. So she was like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Like, do you want to, you want to share a gardening tool? She was like, no, I got my own shit, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, cool. So we continue, like, to, hang out and chill. So by the end of the night, Bree looking for her gardening tool, where is it? Why the girl went in her bag and took it? And it's like, she was going to share with you, so why the fuck you go in her bag and take it? And then going to be like, oh, well, you said we can share it. Why would you go in her bag and take it? When she asked and offered it, and then you tried to take it, and then you stole it. You practically stole it, and then used it and made yourself fucking sick. Because it was too fucking strong. So now, Bree, at this point, you're doing too much. And I'm like, oh, right. It's only day 2 out of fucking day, 5? And you already tweaking now, sister girl. Really, doing the most. How you gonna go in somebody else's suitcase that you don't even know? Mind you, this is her and Bree first time really, hanging out, meeting and being around each other. So it's for you to go in her bag to take her shit that she was going to share with you. You're weird. You're weird. You're not to be trusted. Period. So I'm thinking damn, that's my bad. Because it's I ain't never had any friends who was like that. I ain't never had no friends or no people that was just be like that. So I felt hecka bad because it's if you looking through her stuff for that, who knows what you capable of doing for real, for real. And it's just you did not show that fucking character. So for you to show that, girl, you wouldn't even touch down in Miami-Dade County with me, Bookie. Not doing shit like that. So then boom, whatever. So now the girl's so now we find out why she's sick. It's not PMS. It's not girl problems. You're sick because now you're hallucinating. You did too much. So now, man, she done did so fucking much, hallucinated so much. The girl had a medical emergency, y'all. Literally, she had a medical emergency. So I'm well, I don't garden. So I'm at the point where I'm we need to take her to the hospital. I'm not. She's oh, I need to. It's a situation that happened that she fucking know about, and you lucky that I'm not on that level of lowness because I could put your business out there. But I'm not going to put your business out there like that because it just never gave that. It's been, years? And it's I'm just telling my experience, not trying to embarrass you on these people's platform. So she really having a hallucinating ass medical emergency. So I'm we need to go to the hospital, immediately. I'm not going to be all the way in Miami and you're having a medical emergency and something no. No. If we're going to sit in the fucking ER, that's just what we got to do. Because, you're having some type of medical emergency and I'm not a doctor. So, Bree, she nah, we can't go to the doctor because that shit ain't legal out here. So, we all going to end up in jail. Jail. The tone jail. I'm oh my God, you're doing too much. So Bree, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see if I can help her or whatever the case may be. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Mind you, Bree don't even know this girl from a can of paint. A can of fucking paint. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, I don't care what you're talking about. I'm not doing that. I don't care what the fuck going on. So Bree to the rescue. She ended up helping her and was like, nothing was wrong with you. Like, you're good. And she was just like, oh, really? And Bree's like, yeah, like, ew. Like, you're good. Like, I don't even know why you even had me do that because ain't nothing there. Like, I'm not understanding. Then the bitch gonna say, oh, my bad. I forgot. I was on one. I was hallucinating. My fault. Bree like she weird. Like, you did that whole fucking skit so somebody could look at you. Be so fucking for real. Be so fucking for real. So now day 2 is over. Thank goodness. So now it's day 3. Day 3 consists of us hitting up all the food spots in Miami, because it's like, how you gonna go to Miami and not hit up the locals food spots for what I should be seeing on TV? So we wake up, whatever, we getting ready. She got an attitude because remember I told you last night she had her episode. So now she's all up, sluggish with an attitude. She don't want to go. What? She's like, oh yeah, I don't really feel good. I don't want to go. Well, Bookie, we're going about an hour away, so you have no choice but to go. I'm sorry. Like, we're not going to leave you here an hour away and then something happened, we can't get to you. Like, no, I don't get down like that. Like, I don't care how much you irritating me, how much you bothering me. I will not jeopardize your safety. If we came together, we lead together, we stick together. Like, we are stronger in numbers than we are separate. Like, no. So you already knew the vibe. Like, and I was like, well, shoot, if you really like, if you don't want to stand out there, that's cool, but you got to come. No shade. Like, if you just want to come and sit in the car, that's cool, but you got to come. Like, you're not going to sit here in this hotel by yourself. Like, come on now. Like, negative. Now, mind y'all probably be like, oh, why didn't y'all just let her stay back with you? Whoop, whoop. No, because the dudes that were next door to us had some 304s and some 16s. I think that's what they called them. And the girls were our age. And the only reason why the dudes didn't really think we were out there by ourselves, because that vehicle that we had was hella fucking big and it looked like a family vehicle. So when we always passed them, when me and Bree passed them, they were like, oh, how's your family trip? Whoopty woo woo, trying to gauge and see what we was on. And we was like, oh yeah, our parents let us get this vacation home, but our parents is on the 3rd floor and let us do our little thing, but they're here, whatever, so we can have chaperones. No, you gotta be a step ahead of the game, cause negative, I'm not gonna be out here and then something happen. No, so me and Bree, we street smart for real. So we up on it, yeah, baby, it's never gave that. If you think we're here by ourselves, we're not, but we is. So you gotta remember, it's not a hotel. So a hotel got a concierge, front desk, or whatever. It got people around that mug. The vacation home don't, the Airbnb don't. So it's if you got neighbors or whatever, that's on you to protect yourself. That's on you. There was no cameras in there or nothing. So it's I'm not gonna leave this girl in here by herself, knowing she fucking goofy and like to be in motherfuckers' faces, and then you end up, we come back and you gone. How am I going to explain that to your mama? How am I going to explain to your mama that you came out here to Miami with me and then you not coming back to Miami with me and we don't know where you at? I'm not doing that. So, no, you got to come. No shades, you got to fucking come. So, she got an attitude. So, now she really hot. Oh, I don't want to go. And da-da-da-da. I don't feel like why I got to be forced to go. Well, you're going, bitch. I'm sorry. This is for your safety. If you didn't want to go, you should have said something, because you knew what the fuck we was doing literally 5 months before we even got here. So you already knew we was going to Trick Daddy restaurant, so why we acting brand new? Just sit in the fucking car. So we pull up to Trick Daddy restaurant, his original restaurant, back in 2021. His new restaurant is in a nicer area. Back in the day, in 2021, when Love and Hip Hop Miami was just now popping off, no, babes, we were in the hood. No shade, it was the hood to me. So we pulled up on the park. She's seen the people, she's seen the course, so she's like, oh, I'm just gonna go with y'all. Right, because these locals can tell we're not loco. So it's if you gonna come and here be in this line where he got security and all that, or you gonna sit here in the car, and it is what it is. At least you close. So she fuck it, we gonna get in the line. So now we sitting in the line at the restaurant. I'm taking pictures, whatever. She's sitting there angry. It's hot, and she's pouting the whole entire time. Watch the clip. So yeah, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, and y'all add me for real, because I'm not giving y'all this story time for nothing. Like, if y'all like my story times, y'all want me to come tell y'all more of the shit that I've been through that is like weak sauce, like, we can talk about it. So that concludes part 5. Come back for part 6. Part 6 of how I brung a bitch that didn't like me on my birthday trip to Miami, and I didn't even fucking know. Boom, so we back. We standing in the line. The line is moving slow. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, we was in that line for at least like an hour to 2 hours just standing. So there were people in front of us, you know, locals, people from out of town, all this sort. But you could tell the people who like were locals versus the people who were on vacation, because like the locals, like the way they was dressed was just completely different than like, you know, vacationers. A few minutes passed by. She still got an attitude. Me and Bree in our own separate group chat from the group chat that we already had. So the dude that was in front of us ended up turning around just to look to see where the line was at and was recording, because like the line was super long, as you can see in part 5. So she texted the group chat and was like, oh, you think I should be on that? I just was like, no, because 1, he looks like a local. 2, I feel like I'm in the hood. 3, we're nowhere near South Beach. So whatever the fuck he got going on, how he going on, he gonna have to commute a whole ass hour to get to where we're at. So Bree like, I don't care. You do what you do. Like, Bree's already over it because you already done took her gardening tool. So she already just kind of like, do what you do, pimp. So I text in the group chat like, I don't know. It don't give that he's by himself. So what Rebecca do what Rebecca do best, being a motherfucking face. So literally the whole next 45 minutes, she ha ha ha. Well, oh, dude. Cool. Me and Bree in the whole separate group chat, like, I'm sitting here like, you sat here, had an attitude this whole entire time until you see a male species. Now you kickling and cackling. I'm texting her like, at this point, I want her to go home. Like, I feel terrible because I'm like, damn, like, you literally stole from my partner and you sat up here with an attitude. You late to every fucking thing. Like, everything is an issue. Like, everything we do is a fucking issue. So now I'm already just like, I just want to get this food and go. Like, simple as that. We get to the front of the line. So now we all chopping it up, playing fake to each other. Like, okay, so what we finna order? So me and Bree, some big bag motherfuckers. Call a spade a spade. So we like, okay, we finna double it up. Because I don't know what I'm going to like, what I'm not going to like. So I want to say I had got like the shrimp and fish. And then I had got some chicken. She had got the same thing and got some yams, macaroni and cheese. Like, we got 2 plates. Remember this. We got 2 plates apiece. Rebecca, we get to the front. We're like, what you finna get? She's like, oh, I don't know. We get to the front. She gonna say, I'm not even hungry for real. Like, I just feel like that's a lot of food for real. Bitch, what? We didn't even eat today. What are you talking about? Like, we didn't even eat today. Like, how is this a lot of food? She's like, oh, well, we're gonna eat later on, and I just don't want to be bloated in my outfit. Whatever, bitch. Like, that little pudge that you got, you keep talking about is bloating. You just use a little chunk. Use a little chunky. That's it. No shade. Me and Bree like, cool. Like, that's one less motherfucking plate we gotta wait for. Thank ya. So Bree like, okay, I'm finna go get the car, because we parked the car down the street because the car was so fucking big it couldn't fit in none of the park spaces in front of the fucking place. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just grab your food or whatever, and you just, meet us right here at the corner store. Bree like, okay, cool. So Bree walk off. I'm sitting there, Rebecca, she's sitting there flirting, talking to old dude, da-da-da-da. I'm taking pictures. I'm on my phone, like, just whatever, waiting on my phone. Boom. Bitch. Dude end up walking off, right? So now she want to talk to me because dude left. So she like, oh, yeah, dude, hella cool. We exchange number. We finna hang out with him afterwards. Who? I'm not hanging out with him. I don't know him. She talking about, oh, yeah, I told him we could link up afterwards and whoop-de-whoop-whoop. I don't know why you said that. At this point, I'm not even going to argue with the bitch, because at the end of the day, that's not on the itinerary. Meeting up with random ass motherfuckers and hanging out with them was not on the itinerary. So I'm not even going to go back and forth with you about the fucking obvious. So she texting, laughing, giggling, Some girl walked up. So immediately I'm like, who the fuck is this cutting the line? But she had a ticket. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, she had a ticket. She probably just, walked off. She walked to the window, looked at her food, and was like, I don't know. This ain't what I ordered. Hold on real quick. Let me go back. So, like, I'm like, oh, like, damn, they fucked up on her food. I'm over here like, damn, I hope they don't fuck up on my shit. So she leave. Guess who she fucking come back with? Came back with the motherfucker Rebecca was fucking flirting with, talking about we finna hang out with him. So here he come, acting like he don't know Rebecca. I'm just sitting there looking like, I can't make this shit up. Like, I'm just looking like, oh, y'all some bold motherfuckers out here, cause where did she come from? Was she in a car? Bree so fucking quick. Bitch, pull up with the fucking Suburban now. So she like, what's going on? I'm over here trying to hop over the fence because they closed the fence and it's a possum. Like, she going through a whole different ball game of bullshit trying to even get to the vehicle. Because why this bitch parked the fucking Suburban in a fucking complex and got locked out the fucking complex? Like, the girlfriend popped up. She like, who girlfriend? The girlfriend of the dude that said we was finna hang out with him. Bree texted, what? I said, girl, pull up with the vehicle. Because I don't know. Because everybody like they don't know each other. Granted, they fucking don't. But we just not finna sit here act like you was not talking to Rebecca the whole hour and 30 minutes of us damn near standing here. Now, Rebecca moted. I said, that's some shit I don't know. So, boom, I grab our food. Just in time, Bree pull up with the fucking Suburban. So we hop in the car. It's time to go back to motherfucking Miami-Dade County. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Why Rebecca in the backseat? Pissed. Pouting. And I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what is the issue? Do you want some of my food? Like, what's going on? I don't want none of your food. I just can't believe that just happened. And whoop, and he's texting me. I said, you got his number? Talk about something, yes, because we were supposed to hang out. Girl, I'm not hanging out with that man, so I don't even know why you exchanged. I don't even know why you got your hopes up high for that bullshit to get let down. Not only I knew I wasn't finna go with your ass, but second, he had a whole girlfriend, so I don't even know where the fuck your brain was at. I'm over here like, I don't even know why you mad because you wasn't going with him anyway. So now Rebecca flips the fuck out. And it's like, all we're doing on this trip is eating. All we're doing is eating. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't went nowhere. All we did was eat. Like, when are we gonna turn up? Who the fuck she talking to? So Bree sees my face and see I'm about to go the fuck off on this bitch. So Bree interjects and was like, well, no, technically, like, we did go on a yacht and we did go to South Beach. It's not our fault that we got hit with the curfew because we didn't know Miami had a curfew when we went out there. So after we got done eating at the sugar factory and we went to walk the street of South Beach, the police was literally clearing it out because they're like, there is a Miami-Dade curfew due to COVID. And if you are out at a certain amount of time, you are going to receive a ticket because we are closing the beach after this time. So, like, I just looked at Bree and looked out the window because I knew if I said something, I was about to slap the fuck out of her. And I meant that. And I just like, you know what? Because, like, you really kind of pissing me off and I've been cool. It don't make no fucking sense. We're literally on day 3. And this is how you've been acting the whole fucking entire trip. Like, bitch, you've been having a piss poor ass attitude this whole ass fucking entire time when you didn't have to come. Then we was gonna go on the trip regardless. You didn't have to come. You were a +1. And then you come here and then you got an attitude over a fucking trip that you damn near begged to come on. Part 7 of how I took a bitch to Miami with me on my birthday and then found out the bitch don't even like me. So Bree like, well, Rebecca, we finna go to South Beach, so we gonna have to do an outfit change. It's such and such time, so we finna just go back, do an outfit change, freshen up or whatever, eat some food, brush our teeth, and we finna hit the streets. Like, for sure. Like, hold on. Like, we still got hella shit we gotta do. It's literally only like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we pull up to the Airbnb. As soon as we park the car, we take seatbelts off. Rebecca talk about some, oh, well, can we stop at McDonald's because I'm getting kind of hungry. Me and Bree both turned around, looked at her in the backseat and said, no. What do you mean? I said DoorDash it. Like, oh, well, I feel like that's costing hella money. Oh, well, like, we literally sat there and asked you, was you hungry before we drove an hour back here? What are you talking about? And Bree was like, and I texted you, Rebecca, on your phone and asked you, did you want me to get you something else to eat before we come back, or did you want to eat something else? And you said no. So now that we hear you talking about you hungry, I said, girl, you can eat that food in the refrigerator. There's sandwiches and bread and chips in there and some juice. Like, you can eat what's in there because we're still going out to eat the dinner. The fuck? I could jump out the car with an attitude. I'm like, at this point, girl, we're day 3 in and you on this bullshit. Fuck you. So we go upstairs. I'm eating my food. Bree eating her food. I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. I don't really like it. So I literally said, Rebecca, did you want my food? If not, I'm finna throw it away because I do not like it. She said, no, I don't want none of your food. Okay, that's fine. I'm finna throw it away because I don't want it. Bree liked her food, so she ate her first plate and was like, yeah, I'm finna say this for whatever later whenever I get hungry. Now, Bree like, okay, y'all ready to go to South Beach? I'm gonna call an Uber because we all go in on Ubers. Mind you, this whole entire trip, she ain't put no gas money on nothing. She ain't pay for no Uber. A bunch of bullshit. Remember that. I had some issues with the Airbnb, so boom, the people end up calling me, and I'm over there going the fuck off on them. Bree, like, Rebecca, like, do you ready to go? Da da da. Rebecca not responding. I'm literally on the balcony going smooth the fuck off on the property people because I'm like, well, I need to get what the fuck I paid for. I don't give a fuck how old I am. If I paid this much money for this, the service better be substantial. So Bree go upstairs to check on Rebecca. Like, the fuck she not answering or whatever. So Bree go up there. She literally in the bathroom. And Bree walk into the bathroom to be like, hey, you ready to go? Why this girl sitting there in that bathroom talking shit? She's talking shit. Oh, all they doing is want to eat. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't partying. They just eating. Blase, blase, blase. So Bree like, bitch, you're lying. But go off. Like, go the fuck off. So then Bree go downstairs and Bree's finna tell me like she talking shit. Then here comes Rebecca. Rebecca come downstairs and tell Bree like, oh, I don't have an outfit. So Bree like, how you not have an outfit? Oh, I didn't pack enough outfits. When Bree went upstairs to look at that girl's suitcase, that motherfucker had nothing in it. The bitch ain't ever packed before. Mind you, Bree created a checklist of every outfit and everything we needed to leave because she knew I'm still new to traveling. So she gave the group chat a whole to-do list of make sure you have these items. So that way either A, you don't not have enough drawers, or B, you don't have deodorant and now you gotta buy it. I just walked away in complete disgust. Because first of all, bitch, you was talking all that shit like you had outfits on top of outfits. Like, folks wasn't supposed to be bad bitches and you ain't got shit in the suitcase. Like, I just can't make this up. Like, it's giving fraud. Like, you're trying to be something that you're fucking not. And you're pissing me off in the... Just walked in my room because I needed a moment. Because it was just kind of like, what? Like, you complain about how we not doing nothing. You complain how we not going nowhere. You complain how we not doing stuff. And it's like, you don't even have the equipped outfits to even do what the fuck you trying to do, bitch. Make it make sense. You coming out here like you want to be in motherfuckers' faces and you giving bad bitch and bitch don't even have enough clothes. Bree come in the room was like, bro, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna take her to find some clothes down the way because I seen a couple of places. They got DD's and Walmart and all that stuff. So I'm gonna take her down the way and we gonna get her a little one too. And then we gonna come back and then we gonna go. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just clean up because tomorrow we're going to Disney World and I don't want to have to come back and clean up because we gonna be leaving the following day. So she like, cool, let's do that. I'm cleaning. 30 minutes go by. I took a couple of shots. I'm buzzed. I'm like, okay, like, we finna turn up. Okay, this is gonna be a good trip after all. Like, it's just a lot. We're coming to the end. Let's just pull it together. So Bree texted me and was like, bitch, she don't like none of the clothes that I'm taking her from store to store, shop to shop. We getting stuck in traffic. Like, she don't like anything, anywhere I'm taking her. Mind you, I instantly get pissed the fuck off because it's like, what the fuck is she looking for? Bree, like, she looking for guests. Guess, like I said, the bitch don't even wear designer. Don't know what she wear now, but back then she did not wear fucking designer. It's giving Fashion Nova and Shein. So it's like, out of all the shit you looking for, guess? Like, guess? I'm like, okay, this gotta be a fucking joke. I'm like, she can't get a little 1-2 from like Forever 21D. Like, she's a smaller girl. It's not like you're like me and you're a size 2X, 3X, where it's like, okay, like I gotta go certain places. Like, babes can fit in a very much a medium large. Get you a fucking swimsuit so we can go to this motherfucking beach and call it a day. So Bree getting irritated because Bree's like, damn, we finna get stuck in hella traffic going back to the Airbnb just to swoop you, just to come back down here and we gonna run into the time for the reservation. So now I'm irritated because now I'm stuck back at the Airbnb sitting there in a fucking swimsuit to go fucking nowhere. So I'm like, you know what? It's whatever. I'm gonna just get ready for us to go to dinner tonight. Who cares? Like, who cares? We going to Disney World tomorrow. Who gives a fuck? So then this happens while I'm at the fucking Airbnb.
Long story short, we went to South Beach so she could go into Guess because she only wanted to go to Guess. She didn't want to go to no other store because that's the only store she shops at, remember? And then remember we went in there, she didn't find nothing that she could afford. So she had went to South Beach and she was like, oh, let's look on South Beach for some clothes or something. And then she was like, oh, well, I'm hot and this and that because she had seen that everybody was the beach. So she then goes and she buys those $90 shorts to have her ass out to walk around to go back to the car. But it was like, bitch, you just said you didn't have no money. And you got me out here in South Beach for what?
So basically, you didn't have enough outfits in your suitcase. You wanted to go get another outfit, get down there, didn't like the choices because whatever the fuck it was, rather it was funds or looks, whoever the case may be, was down there for about like an hour and some change, plus the hour of traffic that you have to sit in to even come back, and then be complaining about the prices of shit. But see, Rebecca never complained about the prices with me because Rebecca always wanted to be in a pissing competition with me. Now, my partner, Bree, she's very low-key. Like, she's not into brands, into Jordans, into none of that. She wear what she wears, it's cute, and call it a fucking day. But Rebecca is trying to compete with me. So Rebecca sees me in the designer shit and nice shit. You're trying to spend money, but then when you're out there with my friend, you want to have a one-on-one about you don't have no money. But the cold part about it is you're lying. Because I know you have money. But then when you get the opportunity to being down there at South Beach to be seen, then you want to change your shorts in the thing. The fact that she left in one outfit and came back in a different outfit was crazy to me. Now you did an outfit fucking change to be down there in South Beach like you thought my friend was finna be down there pitter-patting with you while I'm back at the Airbnb on my birthday trip. Come back for part 8. Come back for fucking part 8. Part 8 of me being in Miami with a bitch I thought was my friend that really didn't even fucking like me. So I'm at the Airbnb, they coming back from South Beach. I'm like, it's whatever. So now we just like chilling or whatever. So me and Bree locked in. We go down to the car, to the Suburban, and we're talking our shit. Because I'm pissed. I'm like, damn, like, for me to have to came out here to Miami, I ain't even go to South Beach. I don't even know what South Beach even look like because I ain't get a chance to be there because all this stuff was going on with our plans. Like, nothing went as planned. So we in a car talking or whatever. She upstairs probably talking about us. A spade is a spade. And yeah. My mood is just so shot. Like, I don't even want to go to the restaurant anymore. I don't want to do anything. I just want to go to Disney World and go the fuck home. So me and Bree in the car talking to my boyfriend. We're gonna call him Marcus. We're talking to Marcus at the time. Marcus is like, why y'all not having a good time? Like, I thought y'all was cool. Y'all all friends. And I'm like, that's what I thought. I thought we were friends. Like, I've been on this girl for literally over a year, hanging out. She's not her first time spending my birthday with me. We spent my last year birthday at the hotel party together. And this was not an issue. So I'm not understanding now that we're leaving California, all of these feelings and all this stuff is happening because it's really catching me off guard and I'm blowed. By the time we look 2-3 hours went by, the garage is all dark and shit. So we like, whatever, let's go upstairs. So we go upstairs and we're like, Rebecca, like, we finna go to the steakhouse. We're not going to eat there because the vibe is just off. We're going to grab some food and come back. Do you want anything? Rebecca said, no. Bree said, well, if you don't want the steakhouse, would you want us to get you something else? You can look online to see what's in the area and we will go and pick it up on our way back. Rebecca said, okay, cool. Me and Bree jumped in the Suburban and we head to a little steak restaurant. We get to the steak restaurant, we sitting there, we talking, we chopping it up, we look at the restaurant, we like, damn, this would have been a really nice restaurant to sit in and go to, but you know what, it's whatever, tomorrow's gonna be the big shebang because we going to motherfucking Disney World, bitch, so it don't even fucking matter. So we grabbed the food. Bree texts Rebecca and clearly said, Rebecca, do you want any food? You did not text me. Rebecca said, no, I am not hungry. Now, I'm not finna belly watch nobody. She ain't ate all day. So I don't know if your stomach is hurting because you done took that gardening tool that wasn't yours and fucked your stomach up, or if you just genuinely not hungry, or if you ain't got no money. I don't even know. So Bree go to the extent and was like, I will buy you some food if you don't have enough money for food. Rebecca said, no, I'm just not hungry. I don't eat like that. Cool. Drink liquor, eat sandwiches. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Boom. We go upstairs. We sitting down. We eating. Rebecca up there doing who knows what on the phone. Who was what? She's doing her. We doing us. We're literally on a trip and it's divided. Not the fucking plan, but that's what the fuck is going on. So we sitting there. We eating. We chopping it up. 15 minutes go by. Rebecca comes down the stairs and was like, ooh, what y'all got? The steakhouse. I said I got some shrimp, some lobster, and some noodles. Bree done got some steak, some noodles and stuff. She gonna sit there and say, well, can I have some? No, you cannot have none of my food. So Bree was like, if you wanted some, you should have said you wanted some. I told you I was going to buy you some. Like, we not going to eat in front of you. That's what we're not going to do. Yes, us big bitches, you talk about us eating so much, we're not going to eat in front of you. So it's like, we asked you, did you want some? Now I'm eating my food. Literally halfway through, you want some of my food. No, you're not eating none of my food. So Bree was like, and then she going to say, well, what am I going to eat? Bree said, you can eat my Trick Daddy's food because I'm not going to eat that. I saved it for you because I didn't really like it like that. But I didn't know if you were just mad off of the sequence of events of whatever's going on or you're not having a time, or if you really just wasn't hungry. So I saved my plate for you because I threw my plate away. I'm not saving shit. My shit went in the trash can. Like, you said you didn't want it, trash can to go. I'm not going to babysit you, boo. I'm not. So then she's like, I don't want to eat that. That was from earlier today. I don't know what to tell you. I simply told her, you can DoorDash you some food. Well, why do I have to pay for DoorDash and you guys take the car and go out and eat and blah, blah, blah? First of all, sweetheart, we asked you, what did you want? You didn't text us. So then we went ahead and texted and called you again and you said you wasn't hungry. No, you can't drive the rental car because the rental car is in Bree's name. Ding, 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 ding. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm riding in it and she's riding in it. No. The rental car is in Bree's name, under Bree's insurance. So if she doesn't want us driving that car, that is what it is, pimp. And if she don't feel like driving you nowhere, you're not going nowhere, babes. I don't know what else to tell you. So that night ended. I went to sleep peacefully. Next day come, we're in day 4. Now it's Disney World Day. We had already planned to all match. So I got a Mickey shirt. She got a Mickey shirt. My Mickey shirt says my birthday. Her Mickey shirt says her birthday. Bree Mickey shirt says the birthday girl, which is me, my best friend. She got the shirt. And we're going to wear black biker shorts. And we're going to have red shoes. And we're all going to match. So I'm like, this is going to be a good time. Because we're going to drink. We're going to have a good time. So we wake up. Rebecca got an attitude because she got to wake up early. Okay, whatever. Then Rebecca said, I don't want to go to Disney World. What? Literally, we're getting ready and we're like, what are you doing? She's like, I don't want to go. You complained about how we not doing shit and now you don't want to do shit. I'm just so confused there. So I'm just like, well, you have no choice. So if you want to drive with us all the way to Orlando and if you want to sit in the car, that's what you're going to do. You want to sit with the car with the AC running? Make sure you have money for the gas. Because like at this point, I'm not going to leave you here, babes. I'm not. So you have to come with us. So she was like, well, I don't want to match. You're ruining my birthday vision. And I was like, at this point, if you don't want to wear it, you don't want to wear it. She ended up putting it on. She ended up wearing it. I'm like, also, I forgot to tell y'all, when we were planning our Disney World trip, I specifically was like, hey, do you want to get ears? So when we're all matching, taking pictures. She did not want to buy a pair of ears. So when it was the time come and we all had ears, she didn't have ears. So Bree had bought a second pair of ears just to bring, just in case if she didn't have them, so she can borrow them. So that way she will look nice in pictures. Why the girl end up wanting to take them home? Girl, no. Okay, cool. No big deal. Because it's like, what happened to the biker shorts? Like, what happened to you agreeing to this to now you're not agreeing to this? Like, you've never heard of this information. Like, I'm giving you new information the day of. That shit was pissing me off. So, boom. We're driving to Orlando. Mind you, she has not put no money towards nothing. She didn't put no money towards no Ubers. She didn't put no money towards no gas. No, nothing. So now we're on our way to Orlando. We need to get gas. It's like, okay, so how much you put it in? Oh, I only have this. I only have that. Ma'am, you're supposed to pitch in too because you're in the rental too. Like, Bree didn't sit there and charge you for when we took you to South Beach and you guys on bullshit. So it's like, come on now. Like, be a part of the fair share of this shit. Disney World, me and Brio stoked. We're excited. Like, we're living our childhood dream as adults. We get there. Rebecca got attitude. So we just picked a random place to go. So me and Bree was like, we want to get on the rides. Rebecca like, I don't want to get on rides. I want to buy souvenirs. Okay, whatever. So it's like, we're all in the same park. There's no need for us to be like on each other's bumper. So me and Bree was like, we're going to go on rides. And then you can be down here. You can find gifts and whatever the case may be. So mind you, when you go to these places, you have to stand in line. That's inevitable. Like, you have to stand in line. She was getting mad because she felt like we were wasting her time because we had to stand in line to wait our turn to get on the rides. And then she even got even more mad because she's like, I spent my money on this ticket to come down here and I'm not getting on the rides and I don't want to be here. So I spent my money to be here and I'm not even doing what I want to do. But you knew this 5 months before we even came to Miami. Part 9 of how I took a bitch to Miami for my birthday trip and to find out she don't even fucking like me. Mind y'all, the reason why we even came to Miami is because we wanted to go to Disney World. Point blank fucking period. And eat at a couple of food spots. So it's like, by the time we got to Disney World, me and Bree is like, we finna turn the fuck up. Rebecca was just like, I'm not understanding why the fuck we're here. So now Bree pissed off. Cause she's just like, at this point, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, so she walks off and called her mom and was just like, I just need a moment from her. So now me and Rebecca, we just sitting there looking at each other like two big ding dongs. Cause it's like, bitch, I ain't got shit to say to you. No shade, I have nothing to say to you. So then I guess she wanted to go buy souvenirs. So I'm like, okay, I'll walk over there with you. We walk over there and start looking at the souvenirs. It's like, girl, I'm looking at the souvenirs. They all look the fucking same. Like, literally, you want to buy shit that look the same in every motherfucking little fucking section. So now Rebecca getting an attitude because Rebecca like, all this shit look the same. Duh. Like, I don't know what you thought. Like, the shit is very much repetitive of the shit that you're trying to buy or whatever. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, girl, I thought you didn't have no money. I thought you'd have no money. Now you're sitting there spending $200-300 on motherfucking souvenirs. So you don't want to come here, but now you're trying to ball out on all the souvenirs here. I'm just so confused with, like, your angle of this shit, for real. Bree come back like, okay, y'all, I'm ready. A moment was had. Let's continue with the motherfucking show. So now it's like we're trying to come up with a game plan. So Bree like, you know what? Let's work together. What theme parks do we want to go to? Let's find a map. Where do you want to go, Rebecca? And then I'm going to find out where I want to go. And then we're going to just go from there because we don't have enough time and these parks are kind of big. So, let's just try to just navigate this. Rebecca's like, honestly, like, I'm just ready to go. Bree's like, that's not an answer. Thanks for that inquiry, but that's not a fucking answer. I'm over here like, at this point, press fucking play, y'all. Like, we not finna do this. Where the fuck we finna go, Bree? So Bree like, we finna go do this. And I'm like, is you coming? Cool. Cause we not finna sit here and pause a road with your ass for another 50 minutes about what the fuck you want when you don't even want to fucking be here after you said you wanted to come here and now the fuck you don't. You got too much going on, bitch. You got too much going on. And you was like, I'm over it now, y'all. At this point, I'm over, like, the grace period that I gave you has fucking left the fucking building yesterday. So it's just like, I'm literally sitting here thinking of all the shit that you have done over the course of these fucking 4 days. And I'm just trying to understand why. Why are you being so fucking difficult? And I'm just like, we would have been great if you didn't decide to come. If you didn't want to come, the show would have still ran, boo. Like, the plans were the plans. Me and Bree had no problem with just us being the two Musketeers going on this motherfucking trip. But no, everybody want to beg about how they want to go on the trip with us, and they want to do this with us, they want to do that with us, and then we get to these places, and then y'all sit there and get cheap, chummy, and have an attitude. No. I'm like, I need a drink. That's what I need. So that's what we finna go next. Liquor. So Bree like, cool. You thinking we here. So we like, you coming or not? Cause bitch, you not gonna get lost in this motherfucking park. You go far out the yonder in this bitch. And we just meet back at the fucking car. Because at this point, I'm like, I'm not doing that. So then she's like, no, I'm gonna come with y'all. Cool. So we gonna get some drinks. Me and Bree like, I'm like triplet, doublet, quadruplet. I don't know what you need to do, but put as much liquor in there like I got 7 kids running around this bitch. I tell you, we drunk them fucking cocktails so fucking fast. Baby, I said immediately, how you feeling? I said buzz. I said good, because I'm buzzed too. The energy flowing. You can't piss us off when the liquor in here. You can't, because at this point, I'm just happy. You not finna piss me off. Like, I'm in my zone, bitch. Now we like, let's pick this back up. So now we going to these music park. We going here. Guess who trailing us with an attitude? Rebecca. But guess what? We don't give a damn. We don't give a fuck, because we lit. She don't want nothing to drink from a little pit stop, because she don't want to spend her money on that. That's cool. You do what you want with your money. But me, I'm going to turn up. So now me and Bree done wore her out, Cause she just trailing us and we going here. Like at this point, you wouldn't think she was on a trip no more. Cause we started to ignore you, Pookie. Like dead ass. Like the literally was just like block the bullshit, literally. So now it's time for us to go. So we get to the gas station and we need to get gas. So Bree like, oh, okay, cool. Like, how much we pushing in together? And I looked to the back and was like, okay, Rebecca, you ain't put gas in this car all motherfucking week. So where your money at? She's like, oh, no, cool, that's fine. Like, I'll put my money in. I'm like, okay, cool. She gave me a $30. She's like, oh, I just throw you $30. I have $30. I'm like, okay, cool. We didn't have to argue about that. Cool. So Bree was like, how much we gonna put on there? All of it. What you thought? She's supposed to take 10 out this bitch? All of it. And sure you come back for the final part 10, so y'all can see how weird this fucking bitch is. Part 10 to me taking a bitch that don't like me to Miami for my fucking birthday trip. Now we in the motherfucking finale, because now y'all finna see why I don't fuck with this bitch no more. We're gonna do a little recap, okay? She said my makeup wasn't cute. She said we eating too much. She didn't want to go nowhere. She's late everywhere. She's talking shit about us. We talking shit about her. If you watched all parts of this fucking story, what have I always said? We came together. We gonna stick together. We gonna lead together. Period. We run and we move as a fucking pack throughout the whole entire time. Remember I said that? We wake up next day, it's time to go. So we check out. We make sure everything's all wrapped up and tight. Bree, we all jump in the Suburban. We head to the motherfucking airport. We on our way back. Bree rented the rental car, so she's taking the rental car back. Mind you, me and Bree had bought our plane tickets way before fucking Rebecca even got into the plan. So when Rebecca came into the plan, I had to change my plane ticket so that way she wasn't flying by herself, because the bitch ain't never went nowhere. No shade. Me and Rebecca flying into SFO, Bree flying into Oakland. So once we got to the airport, that means we're going to split ways. So boom, Bree drop us off in the front. We say bye, see you there, you know, whatever. So we go in there. So now it's just me and fucking Rebecca. I tell you, we had nothing to say to each other. I already knew I'm not fucking with this bitch. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking, but I knew it was probably the same fucking thing. I'm like, we just need to just play it cool until we get back to the Bay. And once we get back to the Bay, I'm just not going to talk to this bitch no more. Simple. Like, you damn near ruined my fucking birthday. You came, you showed your royal ass, and was just doing the fucking most for no fucking reason. And it's like, you didn't have to come for real. So, child, we get to SFO. Why them people fucking lost our luggage? They lost our fucking luggage, bitch. Now we got something to say to each other, because now we got something in common. I'm tripping out. Where the fuck is my luggage? Southwest. So they're like, oh, your luggage is not lost. It's on the second flight from Miami to SFO. It's going to take about like an hour to get here. Cool. So they're like, you can either A, wait, or B, we can schedule you to come pick it up tomorrow. No. Wait an hour. We're going to come get my shit today. After we got that resolved, we're sitting downstairs at luggage claim waiting for our fucking shit. Texting Bree, letting her know what the fuck is going on. And Bree like, what? That's crazy. That's wild. Blase. Now we at the bottom waiting for our luggage. If anybody been to SFO, you know SFO luggage claim, whatever, it's at the bottom. So we sitting there. Rebecca shit come through. Boom. So Rebecca like, oh, I got my shit. I'm finna go. You good? Bitch, what? What had me blow is that, bitch, we came here together. We rode here from fucking Antioch, Concord, here together. So how the fuck we gonna ride here together, and then by the time we get here, you get your shit, you talk about you good? Bitch, I ain't finna beg you for no motherfucking ride. I'm in Mike Parks, bitch. I'm gonna get home. The fuck, I'm from the city, bitch. I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm going to get the fuck home, bitch. Don't ever think I'm finna be stuck in the city. Ever. I'm not gonna be stuck anywhere, to be exact. I'm like, it's good, bitch. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to that? Oh, no, I want you to stay because I need a ride. Bitch, fuck you. I immediately text Bree, like, I need you to pick me up from the airport. Bree like, why, what's going on? I'm like, this bitch left me. This bitch pulled up. Our luggage got lost. Blase. Her shit came out the thing first. And she talking about some, all right, you good. And then took off. Bree like, what? I'm like, this bitch is fucking weird, man. Like, I'm not fucking with you, bitch. I thought that shit was so out of pocket because, first of all, you rode in my car. And we parked my car at your family house. So how the fuck we gonna get to the airport? You talk about something, you good? Bitch, yep, I'm good. See ya. It's like what you thought I was gonna beg you to get across the bridge. Bitch, think again. Because it wasn't getting that. Oh, Brenda driving from Oakland Airport to SFO picked me up and we deliberated. Bitch, we talked about you. Bad. Ain't shit came out my mouth nice about you. This little TikTok story time is about as nice as it's gonna fucking get. So we have completely made it to the end, and this is the part of accountability of what did I learn from the situation. What I learned from the situation is that bitch don't fuck with me, and that if a motherfucker show you who they really are, believe them. Simple as that. And two, always have money to send a bitch back home. Don't be like me. Summer coming up, y'all. The bitch being weird towards you. Don't invite that bitch to no fucking trip with you. Do not. Save the fucking hassle. Now, I've been on a couple of trips with a couple of shit. I done been almost kidnapped. And I had a real crazy night in Vegas. So if y'all want another story time and y'all like my story times of what the fuck I was doing as a young hoe, because y'all act like y'all really young hoes, but y'all really ain't really young hoes, let me know. Like these videos up. Follow me. Let me know in the comments that you want more because, baby, I got stories. Okay, y'all, so story time on how my friends and I almost got kidnapped / sex trafficked outside of a Childish Gambino concert in Miami. I think I have pictures and of the actual concert, like when we were there, not the alleged people that were doing this. So we had just like walked out of the concert and everybody, this is like the let out, basically everybody's like kind of taking pictures and stuff like that, and we're waiting for my mom's friend to come pick us up on the street over. We literally didn't even have to like walk a block, we just had to walk out of the parking lot of the arena / stadium and then go over to her mom's car. But we were waiting for her mom to get there because there was a lot of traffic, Ubers, all that. So we're like, oh, let's take pictures while we waited here. Like everybody's taking pictures. So we moved to this like pretty well lit area still in front of the stadium, mind you. And then we were just like, yeah, let's take pictures, and we're taking selfies. We're like, no, we need someone to take our picture, right? There's no one near us at this point. Keep that in mind. There's like no one like within 10 feet of us. We see groups, crowds of people, but like there's no one within 10 feet of us. So we're just walking, and then this random dude with a professional camera, he comes up to us and he's like, hey, do you want me to take your picture? And we're like, oh yeah, like you just read our minds, like yeah, sure. So then he walks up to us and he's like, wait a minute, I could take a picture on your phone, but I also got like a professional camera, like I could take your pictures for sure. And I'm like, already knowing, because nothing in this world is free, especially in Miami. So I'm like, he's gonna charge us something, but why not let him take pictures? So we're like, oh yeah, y'all can take pictures, cool, do that. He's like, he takes pictures, they're really dope. He shows us the pictures, and when he's taking the pictures, like we had drinks in our hands, so we put the drinks down, and while we were taking the pictures, like the drinks were kind of out of sight. So me personally, like my gut instinct was to leave them drinks alone. Like I'm not picking that drink back up. I don't care. Anybody could walk by, anybody could put anything in there. But yeah, so he's taking the pictures. He's like, all right, it's like $30 for all the pictures, Then we like negotiate the price down like $20 or $15 or something like that. And so we were like, yeah. So, but before he gives us the pictures, where he's just like trying to flirt with us, he's like, yeah, you guys are so pretty, like how old are you, like da. Mind you, my friends and I at the time, we were all underage. Like I was like, oh, I'm 17, my other friend's 16, and my other friend is also 17, so like we're all super underage. Like yeah. And he's just like, oh, but like that's not crazy, like when do you turn 18? Mind you, this dude is like 30, like yo, what are you doing? And then he was just like, yeah, like what y'all doing, da. Then here comes another photographer around from behind him, comes like around our blind spot, and he's just like, oh yeah, this is my business partner, da, you know, like we take hella pictures. This is when his friend starts pitching the like sex trafficking type stuff. He's just like, oh yeah, like what y'all doing out here, y'all look mad good. We're just like, yeah, can we get the pictures though? He's like, yeah, I got the picture. He's like, no, but let me get your Instagram for real. The original photographer, like, oh, let me get your Instagram. We're just like, nah, we're cool, like we definitely just told you we're underage. But it was one of those situations where he was looking, trying to pressure us, and I don't know how, but within the 5 minutes that we were talking to these dudes, the whole concert cleared out. Why is it like 6 cars in a parking lot and there's no one there, bro? And I'm looking at, we're like, my friend, we're literally waiting for her mom to come pick us up, because if we walk away now and like it's 1 a.m, bro, if we walk out now, like we're walking away from the very few people that are left in front of the concert to a very dark, secluded area on the street, like, and then we walking out there and her mom isn't even there yet. So it's just like we just setting ourselves up for failure. Like don't do that. Yeah, it was mad weird. So then we go ahead and like keep talking to dudes. So I gave the dude my Instagram, and I'm knowing like I'm gonna block him later. The other dude is like, yeah, like we could have you flued out. Like, shoot, we put girls in like yachts, we put girls in Lamborghinis, like we could make you famous, type stuff, like da da da, like the textbook kidnappy, sex trafficking stuff. I was just like, yeah, I'm cool off that. Like, we live in Miami, like you can do that anywhere. Like, and that's the honest truth. Like, everybody live in Miami, you can get into at any age. Literally, mind you, I was 17, but like at any age, you can get into a section I live. You can get into a yacht, a Lambo, or this, or that. Like, that's not like. That's some calm. I'm not even saying this like be any type of way, but in Miami, like that's just the culture here. Like that's just some calm stuff. Like you just gotta walk in the right room and there you are. Like boom. But yeah, so we were just like, why are you trying to pitch this to us like that? And they were like, no, 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 but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should really get into it. Y'all should really get into it. Finally, bro. Finally, my friend's mom is like, yo, I'm here. Like, I'm pulling up, da 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 da. Or like, I'm pulling up down the street. It's just like, I'm a couple lights away. So we're like, oh, we gotta go, da da da. He's like, oh, don't forget your drinks. We like, yeah. We pick up our drinks and throw them away. I'm so glad that I was blessed enough to have friends that really think big for real, because that like could have been crazy. Like if I had friends that was going for all that, nah. But luckily, just keep friends that are like on the same page to you. Basically, moral of the story. But anyways, we walk over because it's still not over yet. We walk in the super dark. We're hoping that these guys aren't following us because everybody's leaving. It's mad empty. Security guards, cops, all that left. Gone. Like stadium closed, arenas closed. So we're walking across the street to wait for my friend's mom and these two other girls like around our age. They look like, I don't know, college freshmen, I think they were. They're like, hey, can we borrow your phone? Our phone's dead. Now, after how suspicious that other interaction was, we were like, but me, like, I investigated a little bit. I was like, oh, like, what's your names? Type stuff, da da da. She's like, yeah, like, we're not from here. We drove all the way from, like, West Palm Beach to get here, like, da da da. And we really just want to contact our folks for our ride. I was just like, you know what? I can't leave a girl hanging. Like, my phone is at 10%, but I'm just praying to God that you guys are not, like involved with the dudes that we just ran into. And so they're just like, yo, we ran into them too. Like, it was some crazy stuff. Like, it felt mad weird. We don't feel safe out here. Like, stay safe. Their ride ended up coming before ours. I don't know how, but they got in contact with whoever they need to got in contact with. I deleted the number from my phone just out of suspicion because you can never be too safe. And we got in the car and we were safe after that. But moral of the story is be vigilant of your surroundings. Don't pick up a drink after you put it down, no matter what, because they were still pressing us to take that drink. And make sure you keep good company around, because had I have had friends that was going for all the glitz, glam, fame, like we probably would have been took. We probably would have been gone. Yeah, but that's the end of my story time. So thank you.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story time about my yacht experience in Miami yesterday for Valentine's Day. And usually when we do yachts, we do yachts. But this time it was a horrible experience. So boom, right? My birthday is on Tuesday, and so me and my homegirl was like, "Oh, let's go to Miami. Let's go get a yacht in Miami," because she's never been to Miami. So I'm looking through TikTok. I'm scrolling. I found this one lady called Rich Off Yachts or whatever on TikTok, and so she basically is doing like deals on the yachts, and it includes like the decor and whatever. So I was like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna try her out because it just makes my life a lot easier. Like, I don't want to have to figure out the decor. I don't want to be there earlier than what. Like, I just wanted to go smooth. So I ended up booking with her, right? Boom. Red flag number one. I booked with her, and about 2 weeks before my yacht date or whatever, she basically messaged me and was like, hey, the captain wants to know if you can move your time because the party before you extended their time. And she was like, the decorator needs time to decorate, whatever. So originally I booked for 3 to 7 because I wanted the daytime. I wanted to jet ski. I didn't want to be out there in the nighttime. Plus it's Valentine's Day. The people I invited, you know, they in love or whatever. Like, they got plans. So immediately I told her no. I'm like, no, we can't do that. It's already too late or whatever. And then I thought about it. I'm like, the people before me, I told her, I said the people before me shouldn't have even been able to move their time or extend their time if I already booked and paid a $700 deposit for 3 p.m. Boom. She basically said that the captain said that they extended it way before I booked, whatever. Bullshit. Anyways, She said if I want that same time, I have to do a different boat with a different captain. So then she sends me the picture of the boat that I'm going to be on. So originally when I booked the 65-foot yacht for $1,400 with the decor included. So when she moved me, she gave me a 60-foot yacht. So you already are downgrading the size. And so to me, because I've been on a few boats, to me that 5 foot make a little difference. I ain't gonna lie. The way it look a little different. So I was already like, all right, well, what can you do to accommodate me? And she said nothing. Okay. Now is the day of, and I'm like, okay, I still haven't got a text to choose my captain. I still haven't got like the details on the pier, none of that, right? Oh, also I skipped the part. I ordered jet skis, right? And at one point she told me the price for jet skis was $150. She told me I could pay later on when I'm finna pay for the yacht. Bet. Then when it's time for me to pay for the jet skis, she raised the price. So I'm like, I thought you said it was $150. She's like, oh, the price went up. I don't control the price. But I'm like, okay, that was a second red flag. So now again, I'm it's the day of. I haven't chosen my captain, none of that. So I text her about the captain. She tells me my captain's name and his number. I could have sworn I get to choose, but okay, I didn't really give a fuck. So we finally get to the dock or whatever, and why I get there like 3:05. Why are they telling me, my friends are already on the boat, they're telling me that the decorator is still on the boat. So I'm like, my time was supposed to start at 3 p.m. She's still on the boat. So what time are we leaving if she's doing the decor? Cause let me insert a video of the decor that I booked. So this is the lady that I booked with or whatever, and this is the decor. And then this is what I texted her because this is what I got. So you can see the clear difference. What I booked versus what I got. So I'm pissed. Bitch, not only did you make me late as fuck, but you gave me Dollar Tree decor. So now I'm texting her and I'm like, this looks nothing like what I booked for. It's her. She's like, oh, I sent the lady exactly what you sent me. Usually she does a great job. I'll try to reach out to her. I'm with somebody else or whatever. So I'm like, mind you, the decorator ran out damn near. She hurried up and ran out. Okay. The lady never reached back to me. I didn't get no money back. She actually stopped messaging me as a whole. She wasn't answering my calls. She stopped messaging me. She wasn't trying to do anything about the Dollar Tree decor that I got that I didn't fucking book for. Okay, now it gets worse. So whatever, I'm pissed about the decor, but I'm not trying to make it a bad time. We leave, the boat pulls off or whatever, and we go out there. As soon as we get out there, the jet skis are already there because of course we was late or whatever. The captain said he was gonna make up for it by giving me like an extra 30 minutes. Never got it, but anyways. So we out there having a ball, whatever. Boom, time is up. I get a call from the captain talking about somebody with long hair or whatever took his meta glasses. He's like, oh, tell the people who took my glasses, give it back. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I can contact everybody who was on the boat and try to figure out where your glasses are. No problem. So he's calling me back to back, blowing my WhatsApp up. So I'm like telling him, I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, give me a second to call the people. You know what I'm saying? It was 13, 14 motherfuckers on the boat. Give me a second to call the people. Let me see if anybody's, is going to say anything about your glasses. Instantly, he starts being rude. That's not even a kicker. So now I wake up this morning to this message. This is the captain. I'm just giving y'all time to read. He said, he actually looks like the regular type of criminal. I was kind to him and he robbed me. Always the same suspect, always the darker ones. That's why I'm not impressed. I'm going to buy my glasses, mind you. we don't even know who the hell he's talking about, right? He just keeps saying your friend, your friend. So, yeah, he's like, oh, criminal isn't his genetics. He looks like the regular type of criminal. I'm not impressed. He will be, again, in jail sooner or later, and he will always be a fucking B. B stands for black, by the way. A F black criminal. Like I said, next time I see a black person coming to the boats, I will turn on the security cameras and hide my stuff, because crime and hate is a black thing. Thank you. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you're being racist now? First of all, Papi, ICE is looking for you. You are literally wanted by fucking ICE, and you got the nerve to call the men that I had on the boats black criminals. Now, mind you, maybe if he was able to dumb it down a little bit, I would have been able to see or tell who it was that he was talking about, because he's being very broad. Your friend. I had only maybe 4 or 5 males on that boat that were blacks. 2 of them were my brothers. Everybody else, yeah, they're all black. Like, okay, what does that have to do with your glasses? So now, because your glasses are missing, you're calling everybody black criminals and saying that they look like black criminals. Now when you have a black person come on the boat, you will turn your cameras on. So mind you, I screenshotted it. I texted it to the owner of the boat, and I told him, you will be going on TikTok. The captain deleted the message. The owner was like, oh, I don't, this doesn't depict how I run my business. The captain will be dealt with. No, everything as a whole depicts how you run your business. From my boat being downsized, right? My captain being chosen for me, which I didn't choose him. My captain being chosen for me. My decorator not even doing what the fuck she was supposed to do. I guess that's the broker's fault who I booked with, or whatever the case may be. But your captain racially profiled everybody on that fucking boat that I booked. I paid $1,400 for that boat. Not only did I not get my money back for the decor, I never even got a fucking apology for him calling everybody black criminals on the boat. So yeah, don't book with Rich Off Yachts. The name of the boat was Luna something. I'll try to find it, but that was the captain's number. So don't fucking book with them. They're racist as fuck.
When I was 19 years old, I was set up to be trafficked. I was literally pimped out. And this story is hard to tell because it's just like, now that I'm older, it's like, how could have I been so fucking stupid? So I'm going to tell y'all about it. So when I was 19, I had this best friend named Morgan. And Morgan has been in the sex worker industry for years, right? I think she started when she was like 16. And when me and her were friends, she was 21. So she's been doing this shit for a long fucking time. And at this point in my life, I had just started dancing. I was only dancing for like maybe 2 months. Just started dancing, right? And I kind of looked to her for guidance because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. And she's been doing it for a long time. So she was kind of like a mentor to me in a way. So at this point in time, Morgan was traveling to Las Vegas often. And she was working at spas. Okay, and she was very open and honest about working at these spas. She said it was like a massage parlor, but she was actually doing extras, if you're picking up my drift. Okay, so at some point, Morgan tells me that she actually met a man out there from the spa who is now her sugar daddy, right? That this man is now paying for her flights to Las Vegas, back to home. This man's giving her a place to stay because he owns all these different properties. So she's staying on his properties for free. And basically this man's just like showering her in gifts and he's just like the best, right? So Morgan comes up to me one day and she was like, hey, do you want to come work in Las Vegas? And I was like, oh, like, I'm not really trying to do like the whole spa thing, right? Like I'm just got into dancing. Like that kind of work is scary. Okay. So I'm like, I'm not really trying to do the spa thing. And she was like, okay, well, how about we just like go to Las Vegas and you can apply at the clubs. And I was like, okay, well, I'm only 19 years old, so a lot of clubs won't hire you if you're under 21. And she was like, oh, actually, my sugar daddy said that he can help you get into the club Little Darlings in Las Vegas. And I Google it, and I'm like, oh, okay, like this club actually does hire girls under 21, 18 to 21, right? So I was like, okay, that sounds fun. Like, I would love to go down to Las Vegas and dance and make some money, right? Like, working in Las Vegas is like a dream to a young girl, right? Also made it more appealing that she was saying like, oh, and our whole trip's paid for. Like, sugar daddy's gonna cover our flights. Sugar daddy's gonna let us stay in his one of his properties. So like, this whole trip is paid for. You just have to come. She portrayed it as like some girls trip, right? And I was really excited. I've never been to Las Vegas before. I didn't have a lot of money. So I was like, okay, like I can go to Las Vegas and make a lot of money in the strip club, right? So I was really excited that I didn't have to like pay anything to go out there. Like, it's just like a dream come true, right? Looking back now, I'm like, okay, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Mind you, I've never flown on an airplane before. I did when I escaped jail, but whatever, that doesn't really count. Anyway, I've never flown on a flight before. My first red flag should have been we were flying Spirit. We flew Spirit, we got there. It wasn't a property that this guy owned. It was an apartment complex. And immediately, it was odd because inside this apartment, there was already a closet full of girl clothes. And this sugar daddy was like, oh, like, I already have like a closet full of your size shoe and y'all's clothes, so y'all don't have to wear any of the clothes y'all brought. Like, I have a whole closet full of clothes of girls stuff, and it was all like designer and really expensive shit. And at the time I was like, oh my god, like, you know, like, oh, we got a whole new wardrobe, like this is really cute and this is fun. And now I'm older and I'm like, why? Like, oh, I was so dumb. So now sugar daddy and Morgan are like, basically, oh, we're gonna go like hang out by ourselves. Like, you can stay here at the apartment. He supplied a whole bunch of, right? He was like, just hang out here at the apartment, enjoy yourselves, and just chill, right? And I was like, okay, cool. Like, yeah. And I'm just in there, like, playing dress up with this fucking closet full of women's clothes, and I'm getting, and like, I'm just chilling, right? And the next day, sugar daddy comes to the apartment without Morgan. And I'm like, where's Morgan? And he was like, oh, like, we actually kind of got into it and she flew back to Texas. And I was like, what? Like, she didn't text me, she didn't call me, she didn't tell me anything, right? And he was like, yeah, we kind of got into it because I told her that I was more attracted to you than her. And I remember being like, but at this point in my life, I was such a people pleaser. Like, I was such a people pleaser. I was just like, oh, okay. Okay, well, like, weird, right? So then he's like, but like, if you're not comfortable with like hanging out here, like, there's no pressure for you. Like, I know you flew out here to work at Little Darlings, and I'm still willing to, like, you know, help you out, get a job there if you still want to work, and like, just proceed as normal, right? He was like, there's no pressure with me. Like, I just want to get to know you better, whatever, right? And I'm like, at that point in my life, I was like, you know what? Like, I really did come out here to make money. Like, I was really hoping to, like, make some money. So, yeah. And mind you, like, I'm texting and calling Morgan, and she's not responding to my text or calls. But I still have her on social media. So I'm seeing her posting online. Like, she posted pictures of her in the bathroom airport. She posted pictures of her getting onto the plane. Like, I saw everything, but she just was not responding to me. So I knew she wasn't murdered or hurt or killed or anything like that. I just thought she's just mad at me. Like, I figured she was just mad at me. I don't know. So day 2, he is like, hey, I actually want to introduce you to my other girlfriends, so you have like some friends to hang out with while you're in Las Vegas, and they're actually going to go work with you, so you're not so scared and you're not alone. This is my first time dancing in a city. So I was like, okay. And like 3 girls pull up in a red convertible like vehicle. I think it was a Mercedes. It was a Mercedes convertible. And I'm just hanging out with him, and we went and got donuts, and like, we're just talking, right? Just talking, hanging out. So that night, me and one of the girls go to Little Darlings, and I go in to apply. Like, I went and got my sheriff's card, like all the licenses you need to be a dancer. And anyway, we went to Little Darlings, and we went to go apply. And while we're doing that, like, the girl starts saying things, right? She starts telling me how much she charges for all that shebang, right? And I'm like trying to be like, I'm letting her finish, but I'm trying to be like nice and be like, oh, like, I don't really want to do that, You know, like, I'm not hating on you for doing that, but like, I'm not coming in here to do that. Like, I'm just in here to be a dancer. You know what I mean? And immediately she's like, oh, well, that's like not how Las Vegas works. Like, that's not how this works. Like, nobody in this club is just a dancer. Like, everyone in here is to pay for the dues. Right? So she's like, that's not gonna work. Like, you actually have to. Like, you see that red convertible outside? Like, that's not from dances. Like, she's saying shit like that. Like, she's low-key flexing on me and also telling me at the same time, like, this is not gonna fly. So anyway, we work for the day, and the whole time, like, while I'm working, I can see her watching me like a fucking hawk, right? Like, I'd be sitting down, like, because it was really dead. I was sitting down just on my phone, right? Just chilling, like, doom scrolling, whatever. And she came up to me and she was like, oh, like, that guy over there, like, pays $300 for it. And I'm like, sister, like I said, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, you go over there and do that. You know, like, she was starting to irritate the fuck out of me. It's like, actually leave me alone. Like, just fucking stop. Anyways, the end of the night comes. We go back to the apartment that I was staying in with all the girls' shit in it. And when we go inside the apartment, Sugar Daddy's already there waiting, right? And he's sitting on the couch and he was like, oh, how much did you girls make? And I was like, oh, like, I mean, it wasn't great. I made like $250, you know? And then old girl was like, oh, I made $800. And he was like, okay, great. That's awesome. Okay. Hand it over. Oh, and then I realized what situation I was in. And it was not a good one. I learned quick, right in that moment, that this guy was not a sugar daddy. He was a pimp. And I, to this day, don't know if Morgan set me up to be pimped out. I don't know. Because Morgan died. Morgan overdosed. She died. So I can't really ask her, did you set me up? You know what I mean? I don't know I don't know. This story actually gets a lot worse. So, part 2. So after I realized this man was a pimp, you would think, like, oh no, I'm not going to give you my money. Bitch, the fuck? Yeah, no, that me at 19 years old is not who I am today, right? Like, I was very much a people pleaser. I was not confrontational by no means. Like, it's like, okay, here you go. As you can imagine, I spent all that night awake. I could not go to sleep. I was just like, what did I get myself into? And how do I get out of this? Like, again, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not... Like, this is literally a nightmare. So the next morning, he comes to the apartment, and he's basically, like, talking about, like, oh, you're gonna go to work again tonight. And, like, at this point, I'm like, hey, like, I want to go back home. I'm not really digging it. I don't really like the club. Like, I wasn't saying anything about him, right? Like, I didn't want him to get angry. So I'm just like, oh, I don't really like the club. And, like, I live with my grandma and she's worried about me. Like, I need to go back home to my grandma. And he gets angry and he's like, you're not leaving. Like, I've paid for your flights. You've been staying with me. You owe me about $2,000. Mind you, I don't got that money. Like, I had no money. Literally, I had no money to give this man, to reimburse him for the flight, for me staying with him. So essentially, he's like, you're going to stay here and work until you can pay me back every time and afford yourself a flight back home. And yeah, majority of people are like, oh, why didn't you call your grandma? Why didn't you call your mom? Like, what am I going to tell them? You know, like, I was so embarrassed to be in this situation that I did not even think to call anybody to ask them for help, because I did not want to explain to anybody that I got myself into a pimping situation. I was so embarrassed. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm just going to go and work really hard to try to, like, give this guy this money and fly back home and, you know, just, like, try to leave, right? Just, like, try to get out of here, give him what he wants. Like, let's just go. So that's exactly what I do. I go to work. I'm trying to make as much money as possible to pay this pimp back. The time frame is really hard for me. Okay. I really can't remember how long I was in Las Vegas. If I had to guess, maybe a month. There was one time in particular while I was in Las Vegas, like, trying to get this money for this guy. He was like, oh, like, you're gonna go with the girls to the strip. And basically what that means is you're gonna, like, you're not dancing. You're not going to the club to dance. You're gonna go walk up and down the road and try to get some John to sell some cat to so you can pay me back faster. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking, and I got angry with him. I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. Like, you have me so fucked up. Like, I'm not doing that. And he says something about my grandma. I can't remember exactly what he said, but if you know me, if you've seen my like, where I almost beat up that deaf girl, I don't play about my grandma. I don't give a fuck who you are. He says something about my grandma. I literally fly off the ground and stick him in his mouth. When I say I stuck that motherfucker, his head went bop, stuck him. He looks at me like this. He's like, no hoe will ever put her fucking hands on me. And he whoops my ass. He throws me on the ground and kicks me over and over and over and over again. This man beat my fucking ass. And now I'm really realizing, like, okay, now this man's violent. Now I'm actually, like, fucking terrified of him, right? Like, it was just awful. Luckily, I never have to, like, go on the strip, right? Because, I mean, he whooped my fucking ass. There was no way I was gonna go, like, work the strip, right? Like, I was beat up, which sucked because now, like, I literally can't work at all because, like, I have fucking bruises all over my body. Like, clearly I'm getting beat on. So that just prolonged me having to be in Vegas even longer. And, like, my debt to him was getting higher and higher and higher because I was staying at his place and he was charging me every night that I was there. Like, it was awful. It was fucking awful. So another time that he whoops my fucking ass, like, afterwards, I came up with this plan, right? I knew that he was selling sugar, right? Allegedly on a high scale. I don't know. Like, looking back, I think this guy was just a fucking loser. And in my brain, I thought he was big and powerful. But, like, looking back, he was actually just a fucking loser. But after he whooped my ass, I was like, look, this is really hard for me. Like, I don't want to sell my body. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to sell my body, but I've been thinking about it. How about I just move weight for you? Like, how about you move your weight empire, your rug empire from Las Vegas to West Texas? And you can expand that business, and I will help you expand that business because I work in a blue collar town and everybody wants it, right? So let me just get your rugs and I will be a mule and I will move it to West Texas and help you get connections out there and sell it for you and so on and so forth. And to my surprise, he's down. He takes the bait. He was like, okay, I'll fly you back to Texas, but you're gonna have to keep a tracker on your phone. And anyway, so he flies me back to Texas. I have the tracker on my phone and I go to my grandma's house and I pick up my car. And I was really hoping he would just go away, right? Like, I was supposed to get in my car that day and drive back to Las Vegas. And I kept making excuses like, oh, I can't come today, like, blah, 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 like, whatever excuse I came up with. And it got to a point where he was like, if you don't come tomorrow, I'm going to send people down there to kill your grandma. And because I have a tracker on your phone, I know exactly where your grandma lives. So I'm like, fuck. Okay, and I believe him. I think he's actually going to send people to kill my grandma if I don't come down there. So I get in my car and I drive to Las Vegas and I pick up my first weight and I drive back to Texas. I am working in the clubs that I've always worked at for like the past 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And I start moving weight out the club. Now I owe him money, right? Like, I have all this cash that's his. And so now it's like, okay, now I have to drive all the way back to Las Vegas and drop the cash off, pick up more weight, drive it back to Texas. And that goes on for probably, I don't know, 2-3 months. Mind you, I was not making any money at all. Other than, like, the money I was making from dancing, that's the only money I was making. But essentially, like, most of the money I was making was from moving weight, but I had to give it all to him. Anyway, he sends one of his hoes down, right? One of the hoes that I met when I was in Las Vegas. He sends her down to work in the club, right? And really what she was doing is she was spying on me. And, you know, like, I had my cousin's phone connected to my car. Like, when I went onto the Bluetooth, like, it showed Brandon, who's my cousin. And he calls me and he was like, you can't fucking date. That's too many loose ends. You're going to get caught up. You're going to get us all caught up. That's too many fucking loose ends. And now I'm pissed because now I'm like, you fucking bitch. Like, you know that this man whoops our fucking asses. You know this man will whoop my fucking ass. Like, how fucking dare you relay messages to him knowing that he's going to beat me the fuck up. So I'm pissed at her. And he's not in front of me, so now I'm a little bit more ballsier. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. I was on the phone with him. I was like, fuck you, bitch. Like, I'm in my town now. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. Fuck you, bitch. I was like, I'm gonna leave you and your hoe on the side of the road with all your goddamn fucking weight, and you figure out how to get her back to Las Vegas. So I kicked that stupid bitch out of my apartment because I had, that's a whole different story. My grandma caught the rugs in her house, so she kicked me out. So I had to get an apartment. I kicked the bitch out of my apartment. And he's calling me and he was like, look, just bring my hoe back, bring all my rugs back, bring me the money from my rugs, and I will let you go. I'm like, I don't fucking believe you. I feel like I'm gonna pull up and you're gonna whoop my fucking ass. I don't fucking believe you. Anyway, he convinces me to drive the hoe back with all the rugs and the money, right? So as I'm heading to Las Vegas, I actually get pulled over on the way to Las Vegas with all this fucking shit in my car. And I texted him and I'm like, look, we just got pulled over. And he was like, bitch, you better take the rap for everything. If you don't say that all those rugs are yours and all that money is yours, I will kill your grandma. So now I'm like shitting bricks in my fucking car. Like, fuck, like if I get caught with all this shit, I'm gonna have to take the rap for all of it because I'm scared he's gonna kill my grandma. Anyway, thankfully it starts snowing. And I think we were like in Arizona and it was fucking snowing. That's so weird, right? It's literally like whatever higher powers out there. Like it literally saved my life. So the cop leaves and I head back to Las Vegas and pull up to the apartment. I pull up to the apartment, drop the hoe off, drop the rugs off, and I'm like, okay, bye. I'm out of here, bye. And he was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're gonna put these rugs back in your car and you're gonna go back to Texas and keep moving it for me. I was like, dude, what the fuck? That was not the deal. Anyway, I put the rugs back in my car. And I'm pretending like I'm leaving. I watch him walk back into the apartment. I pretend like I'm backing out to leave. As soon as he walks back into the apartment, I throw all his rugs in the bush and I leave. And I texted him. I was like, hey, your rugs are in the bush. Kill my grandma. Kill her. I don't care anymore. Kill my fucking grandma. I am not working with you no more. Leave me the fuck alone. Anyway, he never killed my grandma, clearly. And he essentially left me alone after that. So that's how I ended up in a